I'm doing good. Can you hear me? I know it's meditative music, man. I'm trying to get my live going. That's what's up. That's what's up. It says, bro, I'm from the United States. Hey, how you doing? Let me turn this heat off. This heat is a little too high. And I'm kinda not that bald. I'm kinda not that bald. Let me show you. Hey, let me see. Let me show you. Probably got a little big forehead. It's a 4-finger forehead, but I'm not that bald. It says black and red in the building. Yeah, black and red in the building. It says black and red. White, you have a pretty background. Thank you so much. I worked so hard on it. It took me a while to put it together. What's up, Vion? I know, right? I'm kind of good. Thank you. If you like it, hit the like and subscribe button for me. It says nice background music. Black and red goes host. Nice background. Thank you so much. I know it's my favorite colors. It means something spiritual. Us any young. I'm pretty sure any young. I know KSI is even worse. It says, listen, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It says your name is Ada, or is it just? It's just a nickname. My name is actually Jeffet. Oh, it means hello. Nice. Yeah, you got it right. Yeah, that's exactly how you spell it. It's Christianity, but I've been practicing Hinduism. I've been practicing Hinduism for the past 11 years. My Kundalini rose like last year. Hey, what was you the guy that told me to watch that movie? And I can't. What was you the guy that told me to watch Marco, right? No, I do practice Hinduism. I've been practicing Hinduism for the past 11 years. My Kundalini already rose. I worship Jesus Christ. It's kind of weird. Like, I'm still Christian because I still got to stay in my roots. But I love Shiva, Vishnu, and Brahma. Now I'm gonna get banned, bro. Like, I was trying to play music, and they hit me with a copyright on that stream. They said I can't do it anymore. Like, I would, but they said I can't do it anymore. I thought I was gonna get copyright banned too, but they said don't do it again. Yeah, copyright. Yeah. It says, so you like Christianity and Hermetic. or Christian and agnostic maybe. Nah, I'm not too, like, to me, I'm just a born Christian. I'm not too much into Christian. I'm just a born Christian, but I chose to do Hinduism. It says me and what? It says wait, the Kundalini. I know. It was the ambulance, I believe. I'm not Muslim. I would like to learn a lot. I would like to learn a lot about being Muslim, though. I'm not Muslim, though. But I know right now y'all fasting. It says, yeah, I'm Christian, but I practice Hinduism. Well, what's up, Harsh? I see you, Harsh. What's up, man? What's up? It says your necklace charm is related to the dark and powerful. It's related to things. It's not supposed to radiate dark energy. It really radiates the root. It's about the root chakra. It represents the root. Like the red represents the root chakra, and the darkness represents the dark flame, and then the white represents the white flame. It says, but your religion there is also a is it? But I thought that was only in Judaism. It says roots, bloody roots. It says stop mentioning fasting. It says you are a Buddhist, something like that. I'm Hinduism. Buddhism and Hinduism is almost the same thing. Like my thousand petal lotus flower open up with my Kundalini rose. It says here's some chicken for you. Thank you. I'm getting some chicken today too. You said dark from what? The Jamaican new movie? It says how many chakras did you master? Supposedly I mastered all of them. Like when your Kundalini awaken, your chakras become purified. So I mastered all 7 of my chakras. It took me 10 years to do. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam. I know. I'm just calm, bro. I'm just calm. This is like a nice calm stream. It's something to relax, to hear people talk, relax, chill, and just be a part of the community. It says you're so thank you. It says why did you choose the root chakra? Really, you really like red too, but why did you choose that particular one? Oh, because my third eye first opened. So I went through a Kundalini awakening 10 years ago. I didn't know it was a Kundalini awakening until now. I just thought it was a spiritual awakening. But I went through a Kundalini awakening, and when I was doing that, I was having a lot of problems with my root chakra center. But I didn't know it was Kundalini. I just thought that I was getting powers or something. Because when I started to meditate, it just started to work. Because when I was 18, 19, my mind was purified already. I didn't sin. I didn't hurt my neighbor. I was still a virgin. I was a good person. When I started to meditate, it just worked it instantly like that. So then, you know what I mean? So my root chakra was giving me the most pain. Like when my Kundalini happened, yeah, I was having pain in my sacral and solar plexus chakra. But it was just I didn't know that my root chakra was going to turn into a Kundalini. So I really like not worship, but I really put a lot of time and effort into my root chakra now. Yeah, it took me 10 years to meditate. It took me 10 years to awaken the Kundalini. It says, everyone like and subscribe. I'm going to pin your comment. Thank you so much for saying that. It says, have you ever yeah, when I was meditating 10 years ago, I was astral projecting and stuff. It took me a while to astral project, but I was astral projecting and stuff, so my soul was actually leaving my body. It says, why do you take so much time to open your Kundalini? it could have been open in weeks. No, my Kundalini wasn't open in weeks, but it was almost open in weeks. Cause when I was like in my first year, I was astral projecting, I was doing all types of stuff. It's just that 10 years later, my Kundalini rose. So when my Kundalini rose, that's when I started getting more into Hinduism. When I started to study it more, because I was just a doer. I wasn't studying it. I was just going to do it because I wanted powers and stuff. And I did get a couple powers. Right now, I'm dealing with telepathy. It says, how does it feel after opening the third eye and mastering the chakra? Well, my third eye opened about 3 times. It feels actually amazing. Like, I feel more connected to the spirit. I feel more connected to my divine Shakti. It turns out it wasn't me. It was my divine Shakti. Do you know what the divine Shakti is? It was my twin flame, basically. It says how much time to open the Kundalini. It can open it. You can have a Kundalini awakening in weeks, but it's best to take 10 years because you got to build the knowledge. You got to like focus on your ego and focus on your chakras and stuff like that. Thank you so much for the background. I worked so hard on it. If you like the background, please hit the like and subscribe button. So it's like some sort of remeditation. So you were a week in the root chakra. Now I was actually like 5 years in the root chakra. It took a while for my root chakra to like my root chakra don't hurt till this day, but it took like 5 months or like 5 years for my root chakra to like generate energy. It says, so you mastered it. Yeah, that's what happened about the Kundalini. They say you master it. Yeah, I play the game sometimes toxic. Are we talking about the Kundalini right now? It says, how do astral projection give you? Can you give tips? Yeah, I saw my past life once. I'm actually from Egypt. Are we talking about Kundalini and meditation? So to astral project your twin flame, yes, your divine Shakti, you gotta do it for you. You can't do it yourself. So to do this Kundalini stuff, you gotta get into that divine feminine energy, which is your twin flame. You gotta get closer to your divine Shakti. It says he is talking about Kundalini activation. I'm talking about Kundalini activation. It's about Kundalini activation. What are you talking? Oh, it's about Kundalini activation. It says now I haven't read the video yet. I haven't read that yet. So basically, the Kundalini is a coil serpent wrapped around your spine. What's up, Shogun? It says, I'm actually Christian. I was Christian at first. I'm still Christian to this day. I love Jesus. What's up, Sam? It says, what is this? Something religious? No, it's something spiritual. It's like here we just gain consciousness. It's like we just focus on consciousness here. It's like we just focus on consciousness here. Yeah, Jesus got beaten, man. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I worked so hard to put this channel together. I'm trying to get this channel going. It says what Kundalini is supposed to do, like theoretically, and benefits afterwards. So what the Kundalini is supposed to do, right? So basically the Kundalini is feminine energy, right? It's a coral serpent wrapped around the spine. When you start to meditate, it's not really about meditation. It's just that meditations help the ego and help you clear your mind. It's when you start getting into that divine Shakti. So when you start getting into divine Shakti, that means you're getting into twin flame energy. So when you start getting into twin flame energy, you start getting into that energy. If you ever study Shakti and Shiva, you start getting into that 5D energy. And when you start getting into that 5D energy, so basically you get powers, bro. Basically, when you're Kundalini awakening, you have a chance to become a messiah, a poet, a prophet, or a saint. So basically, you get powers for it. You could use the nadis. So right now, I made this channel because I'm waiting for my third eye to open. It says, I think I'm coming back for the beating. It says, so the only realms that I saw was heaven and hell. I did see like another place where like it was energy there, but the only place that I saw was heaven and hell. It says, but one must have to do inner child work first before the Kundalini. Yeah, that's why you gotta do the inner child work, because the thing is, you can't activate your Kundalini, your divine Shakti. Because when my Kundalini activated, I was in telepathy with my divine Shakti, and she told me to lay down and meditate, and then my Kundalini just happened. It says, from what hell does this originate? Just regular hell. Like, I'm not sure which hell. I just saw the hell when I was astral projecting. Me, I was a doer. I wasn't somebody like researching this stuff. I was just like, how you can research about an adventure or you can do the adventure. I didn't do research. I just started doing the adventure. Like, I skipped all the tutorials and I just started doing the adventure. It says source trust, bro. It says, what do you think about one pain? It says, what do you think about one point on the forehead? Imagine color right after that. But the thing is, you can't activate the Kundalini. Your twin flame has to activate the Kundalini. It's kind of a tricky thing. It says, is it Hindu? Is it a Hindu? No, it's a worldly thing, and it's how Christianity is called Christ consciousness. Like, the whole world can do it. It's just that different cultures have different ways to explain it. It says how to tackle Kundalini experience. You have to be pure, because the whole thing is, when you start getting the Kundalini, is not about the Kundalini. The Kundalini is about connecting to that feminine energy. That's why I got this koi fish, masculine and feminine energy. It's about connecting back to that divine shock. You have to purify the mind. That's why you have to meditate. You have to basically you have to clean out all your sins, become pure, become celibate, can't be having sex, and you have to like go down this path, because your Kundalini can open faster than 10 years. This took me 10 years for some odd reason, but it can open faster than 10 years. It don't always take 10 years. You just have to. It's just that I was ready when my Kundalini was awoken. So this is not a divine Shakti. That's demon whisper. It's not demon whisper. You can call it twin flame, because Adam had Eve, so it's like Eve worship, because Eve is able to awaken Adam the Christ consciousness. That's why Eve didn't like Adam in the Bible like that, because she couldn't do it, because God was watching over them. It says which chakras is very different. No, they all the same. It's easy. I feel like the hardest chakra is not a chakra, it's your mind. It's called the third eye chakra. It's like uncover, like getting your mind pure is the hardest one. Getting your mind pure is the hardest chakra, because you have to work on your sins, work on this, work on that. It says technically no one has been able to see hell or seen besides God, possibly to the. Now, I've seen it, bro. They were saying that I could become a prophet or a saint. I've seen all this stuff. My twin flame showed me, bro. My divine Shakti showed me everything. She showed me everything I needed to do to program myself in this reality. It says, hey, what's up? I have seen a god before. I have seen Maha Avatar Babaji, and he kept me focused. He's the reason why I kept meditating. But I haven't seen like Jesus Christ though. It says, what would you recommend to do as a beginner? What should I do or read? So on my channel, I have like videos that you should watch. Like I made videos before I got here. Like I have like videos. Like you should watch the videos on my channel. It's like 4-minute videos. It doesn't take long. So after the stream, go to my channel and watch the videos. It says, do you believe in one God or multiple? I believe it because, in Christianity, right, there's 2 gods, right? It's just that people choose not to believe in the other one because he's the devil. But people don't call him the devil, but when he was in heaven, he was being worshipped. The devil was Samuel in heaven, right? And in heaven, he was being worshipped almost similar to God because he was the strongest angel. So, in a way, there's always multiple gods. Angels can be considered as gods too. That's why he was so comfortable to leave heaven, because he was being worshipped already. It says, brother, choose Sabrina Carpenter or Taylor Swift. Oh, I don't get into relationships anymore. I'm on a twin flame journey, bro. I'm on my divine Shakti journey. I can't let other females mess up the purity in my mind. Nah, I don't do drugs. I don't do drugs. It says, I know angels are not God, but if you search the Bible, if you actually do your research, you will see that Samuel, who fell and became the devil, he was actually being worshipped in heaven. Like, go do your research. A lot of Christians don't actually know that. Go do your research, bro. This research, it be hidden, bro. You got to like search for this stuff. You're gonna see that Samuel's being that's why he wanted to put his throne above God. The devil didn't want to do that because he was the devil. The devil wanted to do that because he was already being worshipped in heaven. Walaikum salam, brother. I'm doing good. What's up, Raiju? It says that's a false belief. There's only one God. There's only one God. But you gotta understand, what I practice nowadays it's a religion that was there before the Christianity ever even took part. Hinduism was a way of life. Like me, I don't know who God is. I don't. I really don't. But me, I just practice Hinduism. Like, I saw heaven and hell. I saw a place of energy. I astral projected all types of stuff. But I don't. It says, so hell, it looks like lava and brimstone. Like, it's not like fire everywhere. It's like it looked like a hot place. But the thing is, you don't burn there. Because I was there. I was actually like inside of it. Because before I actually went there, I was looking at it from outside of the room. And then the next time I went there, I saw like fire tornadoes and stuff. Somebody summoned me there. Like, I teleported there when I was trying to go to sleep one night. It says, they are not immortal, not eternal gods. The eternal cause, he has always been there, yet he made the angels so they can't die, so they are immortal. Probably. You look like a 10 on 10. Hold on, let me run and use the bathroom real fast. Let me run and use the bathroom. Somebody in the bathroom? You almost done? Can't use the bathroom just yet. It says, okay, let me read. So, and how does heaven look? So basically, heaven, like I didn't know I was looking at heaven until I went to church. Because during this time I was going to church because I was kind of scared. I was kind of scared doing this. I was going to church back and forth. So I saw a place with platinum and gold bricks. It was like a beautiful place. And I'm looking there. I only went there once though. I'm looking there. It was like a rich place. It's like if you go there, you will feel spiritually rich. And so one day I went to church, and the church was like, you will know when you see heaven. It's a place filled with platinum and gold bricks. I'm like, oh, I went to heaven. So the pastor confirmed what I went through. It says, what is your best argument on God? I don't have an argument on God. I don't despise God at all. I don't have an argument. I'm just glad he exists. I'm glad that he gave me the life to exist. Yeah, I've seen hell. It's like a place with lava and brimstone. Like lava and like brimstone. I saw like 3 different compartments. I don't know if it's more, but I was blessed to see 3. And it says, can we get stuck in meditation? No, you don't get stuck in meditation. It's just that this stuff is just fun to do. But you have to like do, like the person was saying, you got to do the child. Like, you got to work on your child self. You got to work on your ego for your Kundalini to happen. Like, I got everything on my channel how to do it. It said, no, I don't remember you, Jerry. I probably do. You probably was on here a long time ago. It says, can you read my last message, brother? What do you think? Let me go back. It says, thank you, brother. I replied, I will watch the video. You say you'll watch the videos? Let me read the. It says, what do you recommend to do as a beginner? Oh, so you're gonna watch the videos? Yeah, you gotta watch the videos, man. You gotta watch the videos. It says, do you see your dreams? Sometimes I have lucid dreaming. Not anymore though. My Shakti don't let me lucid dream anymore. I don't even dream like that anymore. I used to dream a lot. I used to have a lot of witch. It turns out my divine Shakti was the witch rod in my back, if you know what that is. It says, I do Kriya meditation. I do the hardest meditation, Kriya. It says, while astral dancing, can you get stuck in the astral realm? That's why I was scared to go. I was scared to go to the astral realm. I thought I was gonna get stuck. So I was only going there like for 5 seconds, and I would come back because I wanted to tell the story. Because if every time it felt like I went there, it felt like my soul left my body. I didn't want my soul to leave my body for so long because, like I said, I wasn't a researcher, I was a doer. So I was somebody discovering like a cave. So I didn't want to go too far in to meet the dragon. You know what I mean? I didn't want to die doing this stuff. I just wanted to get the information to come back. It says, let me read your comment, Jerry. I just saw your comment. Let me see. It says, hey man, you remember me? It says, I'm about your background, and I said I'm from Hindu. Yeah. I remember you now. I remember you. My Indian friend. That's the only one. That's the only one I saw. You gotta rewrite it. TTY. You gotta rewrite it. Oh, namaste. Can we get stuck in meditation? I don't think so. Like, I don't know. I only went there for 5 seconds. It says, What's your favorite football club, mate? Oh, I forgot ours. Not I forgot the I forgot the football clubs. It says, bro, can you tell me why to see which is my dream? They kidnap me or they try to kill me or make me go. It said the dream start with a knife in my dream bag, my dream break. Well, it could be a message. You gotta interpret the message. You said make it clap for a like. Oh no, I don't do that type of stuff. I don't do that type of stuff. What is your vibration when we are about to go into astral realm? Is a vibration and light. It sound like the time when the witch was around my back, there's a vibration. But when I was going to the astral, it was no vibration. It was like I would meditate and I would get into this mode, and then my divine Shakti would push me to the other realm. She would just push me to this other realm. Okay, it says, guys, meditation is not like a coma meditation. It's more like when you're zoning into one thing and others become less loud for you. That's what I'm saying, Jerry. It's like when I was meditating, I wasn't like getting stuck. It was like I had to get into this mode, this trance to go to the other side. It says, how to find the meaning of any dream, bro. How to interpret the message from the dream, because for me, I be interpreting my dream messages. This is why my Shakti don't give me dreams like that no more, because I can see. For some reason, I'm a seer in this world. I can like see things, so she don't give me dreams like that anymore because I can see too much. But you have to interpret with your life. You got to like. It says you got to interpret with your life, man. Like it's kind of hard. You got to tell me your dream, because you got to take your dream and put it side by side with your life to see what it means. It says, and sometime in my dreams, my most loving person, like my friend, get lost, and then I have to find them in a dream. And once I find them, I can see them turn into a demon and tender lost again. Oh wow, that's crazy. Well, maybe your twin, because you know there's a dream god, right? So dreams are not there. You remember how, have you ever had deja vu in your dream before? Dreams don't happen for no reason. You get meanings from dreams, and 9 out of 10 it sound like your friend is not your friend. But I'm not the person to break up your friendship. It says, by meditation, can we see our past life? I think it's divine Shakti, because it turns out, if you read the story of Shiva and Shakti, you would see that Shiva could not access the spiritual realm until Shakti put the feminine energy in him. So it's not meditation leads to our past life. It's if you're Shakti, know that you're ready to view your past life. Because I saw my past life like in the second year, or almost like the second year of meditating. Yeah, it was like the second year. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't log on to my Roblox account. It says, I'm about to read your comment. It says, I think the messages get deleted. You don't see them to read them about Christ. Yeah, I don't see it. Like I'm reading all the messages. I'm watching all the messages. Ty, I don't see why I can't see it. It says what? It says say hi, brother. You from Boston? No, I'm from Philadelphia. It says I will write the message now, or I'm gonna try to look for it. It says straight eye contact. This is the eye contact that I got. It says, I'm sorry, I can't log into my Roblox account. For some reason, I can't. It says, I saw a dream that I'm getting killed or something. It's hurting me. What does that mean? That means you should watch out. It's like it depends. You got to take it and put it to your life. Like, are you doing bad things? Are you like a normal kid? Are you a bad kid? Like, what type of person are you? Like, are you like in the streets? Are you like a good kid and you getting dreams like this? Like, what is really going on? Can you please tell me to find the meaning of what? Of life? Because life is just life, man. Life is just life. It says, no, I'm actually Jamaican, man. I'm Jamaican. It says, one of the purest love stories was dumb. What you mean dumb? What you mean, Jerry? It said, can you please tell me how to find the meaning of? It says, I felt guilty after my cat Molly died. She died like, oh, sorry for your loss, Lexus. It says, thank you for being a pioneer or a leader of the I don't disrespect anybody. You same boat, yeah, wagwan. So your life story helped many other come into the closet. It says, "Sup, bro? Is me." Called Kanye West yesterday. What's up? What's up, maker? It says, What is the meaning of life? Life is whatever Bumbleclaw. Life is whatever you make it, man. Life is whatever you make it, bro. That's why I meditate. Like, you have to generate your own energy. You gotta understand, to have a good life, you have to start generating your own energy. If you want to be Christian doing it, do it as a Christian. If you want to meditate and do it as a meditator. If you want to do it with a book, if you want to do it with your body, meditate. You just have to build that energy to somehow learn a meaning of life. It's not about life. It's about the meaning that you can take from life. And you have to create it yourself. You can't just sit down and let life go past. You have to like get spiritual and create it yourself. That's the number one reason why I made this channel. I made this channel so you can get spiritual and make it yourself. It said, if you can't see the previous message come, not give up. I get my message. Yeah, I think your message get deleted. I saw this one, bro. I think that means my closest person in my life is gonna die. Yeah, possibly. I think so too. Man, somebody's gonna die. You could be wrong though. I don't like death, but you could be wrong. You know, I don't wish that. It said Usain Bolt. It said, can you see my chat? I can see your chat, Harsh. It says, I goon all my energy. That's funny. It says, how to get into heaven? Like, what should we do in life? You just have to relax, bro. You have to relax and keep your mind pure. It doesn't matter how you do it. Just keep your mind pure. But in the Christ said you will always get to heaven. It's just that you might go to hell. So everyone is welcome to heaven. Everyone is welcome. It says, yeah, I'll be watching Sadhguru videos too. I'll be watching his videos. Can a Muslim do it? Can a Muslim do what? Meditate or find what was your question? Let me go back. Cause you was talking about the meaning of life. Can a Muslim find the meaning of life? I'm not sure, bro. Is that what you mean? I'm not sure what you meant. It says your face and your talks don't match. I know. I'm a difference. You gotta understand. Even though I'm black, I'm Jamaican, so I'm not from America. So in my mind, I'm not labeled as an American in my mind. I'm like somebody from a different part of the world. Cause you know, these other Americans are the one that's actually doing the statistics and stuff. Like me, I'm not. It says in the Bible, God from the Old Testament is kind. The New Testament with Jesus fixed, so people theorize the old God is the one who created bad matter. Christ came to save souls a sin. Yeah. I can see stuff now, T.Y. So I have to rewrite it, the message with the not sensible words. So, oh yeah, that's probably the reason. So I don't get deleted. Because the thing was, it wasn't even say you was getting deleted, T.Y. You said marination. What you mean marination? Where you getting that? iFan, where you getting that? It says, what deja vu? Have you seen something in your dream and saw it? Yeah, it wasn't a dream. I saw my past life, and the people from my past life came into my life. It turns out the people in my past life, they're rich. My twin flame is rich, and the other one's a 33rd degree Mason. He came in with a ring. He came when I was working at the casino once. And somebody from my past life came in, and he told me telepathy wise to fix my life and get back into the cause. So then, like after that, my Kundalini awoken and stuff. I saw him some time ago, but you know, he's doing pretty good, man. It says, what does marination mean? You gotta tell me what marination mean. I don't know what that means. It says, I saw one building in my dream, as then I came across the same building after a while in Deja. Well, you asked me what that mean. It says the weirdest dream I had was when I had a dream about the exact thing I was doing in that day, and the point. Oh, that's called deja vu, where I was like, didn't I do all this yesterday? But everything was in my dream and I was reliving it. Yeah, that's called deja vu. I was just talking about that. Like, you see how you get deja vu? Oh, that's what you're saying. You saying deja vu. It took me a while. It says deja vu. It says, have you seen something in your dream and saw it? Oh, you talking about deja vu. You spelled it wrong. Yeah, that's deja vu. There's somebody talking about it right now. Deja vu. It says, so in the Old Testament, God was Japheth of Adam and Eve, discovering that he is a fake god and preventing their awakening. Yeah, man, he did something bad to Adam and Eve, man. Hey, handsome, you remember me? What was your name? I remember you. I remember you. But I don't remember your name, though. I don't think you ever told me your name. But thank you for calling me handsome. I'll be working on these looks, I'll be working on these looks. It says marination is when you let beef sit in spices and oil before. Oh, you talking about when you let things marinate? They probably could. They just can't eat pork. They can't let pork marinate. It says, bro, sometimes I do something and my mind says I have seen this before in my dream. Yeah, that's called deja vu. It says marination is attaching spices and some meat. Yeah, I know it took me a while to understand. I thought you were saying like a spiritual marination. I'm like, what do you mean about that, bro? You look very nice. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It says, what we do it when we cook. Yeah. It says, bro, I know you. I know you know me, man. I remember you. It says, I'ma remember you. Do you see my message? Nah, I'm reading every message, Jerry. I don't see your message. It says the weirdest dream I had. Yeah, you was talking about that. Yeah, Jerry, I saw your message. You was talking about that's deja vu. I saw your messages. I only saw one. That's deja vu, man. I was just talking about that. It's like when you see it in your dream and it happened in real life. We were just talking about deja vu. It says, thank you so much. I worked so hard on my looks, man. I worked so hard. It said, are we real or pretended to be real and existing? No, we're actually real. It's just that we get all these ideologies from their third eye not opening. It says, have you heard of the demiurge? So God is like the superior one, but created the demiurge that can make mistakes. That's why we have suffering and matter things. So God sent Christ to ascend people's soul. I have never heard of a demiurge. Like, I've heard of a demiurge, but I don't know too much about it. It says, where do you got to, like me? I just pray. I just pray. I just pray. I pray anywhere I can go. It says, what's up, watermelon? What's up, watermelon? It says the one in the Genesis is the demiurge, jealous of Adam and Eve. Oh, you talking about Satan? Oh, it says we looking good, but I know. It said, do you? I don't want to have a girlfriend. I'm just staying celibate. It says, what religion? I'm Christian. It says, oh, what's up, Throttleware? It's not brag, bro. Have math public exam tomorrow. Have any religion math tips for tomorrow? I'm gonna pray for you, Throttle. It says, what's up? It says, because time I am doing something and I feel like I'm in my dreams, but it's a dream. I'm doing it for real, and then sometimes I realize that it's not a dream, it's real life. Yeah, man, that happens. That don't sound like deja vu. It sounds like you believe you in a dream sometimes and you just wake up. You gotta start meditating, bro. It says, do you have any girlfriends? I don't have girlfriends anymore, bro. I'm on a twin flame journey. I can't let other Shaktis mess up what I'm doing with my Shakti right now. It says, are we in a simulation? If not, why? It says, electron behave both as a particle and a wave. Yeah, we are in a simulation, bro. Like, you see how you're on here and you're asking Kundalini questions, you're asking spiritual questions. That means you're in a simulation. If you knew the answers, you wouldn't be in no simulation. You would have been connected to the universe. So the fact that you're not like deeply connected to the universe means that you're in a simulation. You're in a simulation because you're finding something spiritual, and you have to find the spiritual in this world. Oh no, I don't have a girlfriend. It says, no, I'm not married too. It says you should reference chat by their names, not make it sound. It makes it sound more personal. Yeah, it's just that when I read it. No, you're right. I'm gonna start doing that. Cause the thing is, I do know some people's names. It's just that some people's name is really hard to pronounce. So I just read it. But you're right. I'm gonna start saying their names. iFan, it says, I don't know how I don't know, bro, but why do people make fun of black people? They're so sweet, bro. I swear on my life. It's because of racism, bro. And then it's just funny. It's just a funny thing. I learned it in America. It's just funny. It's funny to them. It says on walls, think you have to define simulation really. Yeah, I'm gonna define. Let me read it a little more. It says, good boy, brother, you have some very handsome. You look like Donald. You look for the Donald Trump. So now I'm from the United States. I'm gonna call you Vid. Vid, I'm from the United States. And I can't read that name. It says, what is the feeling after death? Well, you don't have no feeling. You just go back to the darkness. You go back to the black flame. It just do one of these, and then it was, what time is 7:30 a.m. or 7:30 a.m. It says Bumble Class Shakti. No, she's actually helping my life, T.Y. Let me say. It says, so the simulations was Shakti. So your whole goal here, you see how the person asked me, do I have a girlfriend? Your whole point here is to get into a relationship. Like, you're spiritually connected to the Shakti, so you have to like spiritually connect to them as if you're like their soulmate. So you have to connect back to your Shakti. It says, is the black flame in the Bible? Is in the Judaism Bible. And you know, when we start getting to Judaism, but Christians don't know, the Judaism see the Judaism Bible more important than the Christian Bible. And it's more accurate. Like the Torah and stuff is more accurate than the Bible. I don't earn any money yet. I don't earn any money for this. Like, I'm just starting. Yeah, Christ is Lord. Right now, I'm supposed to be welding and stuff, but I'm taking the time off to start streaming. Like, this is my dream. I love talking, but like, I always wanted to be a talker. But since that's when I started to meditate, meditation took me to the point where it's like, I want to talk about spiritual things, like how we doing now. It says, what is Judaism? I study theology. I never heard of that. The Torah, the Zorah. So basically, it's a Jewish Bible. Because you got to understand, the Jews was here when God was basically assassinated. It says how to do marination. I believe Muslims can do it. It just marinate me. I need to run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Somebody in the bathroom? Huh? Yeah, Judaism. My bad. Yeah, my bad. Because I be pronouncing it wrong. Let me see. Judaism. It says it's like a communication travel chakra. Like, maybe you unlock that now that you stream. It says there's a communication travel chakra. Like, maybe you will unlock that now that you stream it. Now, I actually know how to communicate. It's just that I missed out on so much years of schooling. Cause I used to suffer from real bad migraines. So I missed out on so much years of schooling that my communication is actually bad. Like, I don't know how to like communicate well, but I love to talk. It's like I missed out on a lot of years of like education. It says, all right, how me pronounce it though? How me pronounce it? It's Judaism. Cause you gotta understand, I'm Jamaican too. So when I pronounce words, I also pronounce it a little bit Jamaican. Says you're saying it wrong. I know. Judaism. I pronounce it a little Jamaican. It says, what happened with me? Suppose sometime I feel like I've done this before. A few days in some situations has happened with me, like a car come and someone come in the past. It's called deja vu, bro. If you feeling like you dreamt it or you experienced that day once before, it's called deja vu. Am I a magician? I'm a wizard. Like that. That's what happens. You start astral projecting. You just gotta admit it. I'm a wizard, bro. But it's more with the third eye. It says, say it. Say what? Judaism. So Judaism. That don't sound. It sound like you. Are you Indian, bro? Judaism. Can I say your name, Spider Live? I see you, Spider Live. I see you, Spider Live. It says Ronaldo is watching. What's up, Sean? It says, bro, I love to be alone when the sun is coming out, and the rose of the bad, OMG, the best feeling of my life. It said the Book of Enoch is heresy, bro. Yeah, I don't read the Book of Enoch. I haven't read that yet. We are infinite itself. Yeah, that's why I got this. Oh, you got Krishna? I saw Krishna before. It says, listen, the Book of Enoch is true. Yeah, can we start getting into the Book of Enoch, you start seeing all the black gods and stuff. Judaism. That's what I'm saying, Judaism. Am I not saying them right? According to what is real, it says, according to you, what is the real truth? It says the Book of Enoch says that we had ancient gods like creatures, half man and half animal. Manipulation in the humans gave birth to such people and created a flood. Yeah, like the giants and stuff. Judaism. So you said that the real truth. It said that's not Jamaican, bro. It's just wrong. It says, I think we need to overcome our ego and the attachment to the body or in the mind. The feeling that body is the self of what bound us. Yeah, that's true. It says killing me, bro. We gotta get this. It says, so the Book of Enoch goes against the Torah and the Bible, but it's true. Yeah, I know the Book of Enoch is true. It's just I haven't read it yet. My brother knows all about it. I just haven't read it. Like I said, I was just a doer, bro. I missed out on a lot of education. I just started meditating. It just worked out for me. It says not ZFS. What that mean? Not ZMFFS. It says you have to say do J-ism. Bro, it sound like you Indian, bro. I think you Indian. We just pronounce it different. Cause over here it's called Judaism, bro. I'm Judaism. I can't believe I think I pronounced love from Pakistan. You're not reading, bro. Judaism. I just said that. I'm saying that right now. Judaism. It says even the Quran, it matches. It says you're so close though. It says say hi, what's up, writer? It says so you believe in God, or can God be seen? Well, God could be seen. I believe God is a real person. I have seen a different God, but I don't think that I was worthy enough to see God. He didn't appear to me. It says it's not called that word, bro. It says it's not called that word, bro. It says no, love from India. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, I have read it, bro. Tell me more about it. Tell me more about the Book of Enoch. That's why we're on this channel. It says, bro is saying gymnasium. So I know how to read that. Gymnasium, Judaism. Yeah, you're probably right. Judaism. I'm gonna try to pronounce it. Judaism. Yo, Israel or Palestine? Well, you know I love my Palestine, but I'm gonna pick Israel. I'm not picking, but if you're saying for war background, I'm not picking. I like both. It says God seen 2,000 years ago. Yeah, he was seen 2,000 years ago. Bro, Wagwan. Oh, we said buy G-Wagon. Bro, I'm too broke. It says India here. Love from India. Nice. Can you see paintings of him? Nah. But in America, I seen him on the cross. You're saying gymnasium. But I don't know how to say gymnasium, though. It's a psychological help me find God, bro. God love. That's what's up, man. Just keep practice however you practice, but I don't knock it. It says the power of the background music is making the situation spiritual. I know, right? It's a beautiful background music. It says Israel was promised to them by God. Yeah, I'm gonna try to read it. Judaism. Yo, I see what you're saying. Judaism. Maybe I got it. Judaism. The Book of Enoch says that there was old ancient gods who had technology to travel intergalactic. That's true. That's the Book of Enoch. When you start getting into the Book of Enoch, you start basically levitating off of this planet, and you start basically traveling. Judaism. Judaism. I don't know what. I've heard so many people pronounce it the way I pronounce it, so it's kind of weird. It says, for real, the background music is good. I know. I like it so much. I know you happy. That's what's up. It says, yes, now it's correct pronunciation. It says, Enoch is not a scripture. Spell my name. It's Rosh Akash Spakal. It's Rosh Akash Spaka. Let's see if I got it right. It says scripture comes from God. Bro, I'm hyped. It says lizard. It matches the scriptures though. Yeah, it does match the scriptures. Like you can't knock the Book of Enoch. And then it's a black Bible. So they throw it out because it's really like what the black people hold on to. Gotta understand, man, people are racist, bro. So they're not gonna classify it as a part of the Bible because it's black. When you start getting into the Book of Enoch, that's when you start getting into Anu, Enki, and Enlil. It says in the Book of Enoch, it tells how, yeah, Metatron ascended and became an angel. Yeah, Enoch is absolutely a scripture. It literally doesn't, bro, Google it. It makes sense. Enoch was written years after the 4 Gospels, and there is no racism in the Bible. They ain't want Nephilim in the Bible. It says, lizard, I have read all the books and the Enoch. Have you? Bro, don't rely on Google. Read books and then talk to me. It says, at first, do you believe in the science? Tell me. And tell me how black magic worked in the past, because there was always rhyme, or was only rhymes. So basically, I believe in science, and I believe black magic is science. I believe black magic. You know how when you watch those videos, when you take an iPhone to somebody in Africa or like an ancient village, they would call it black magic. Science is black magic. Black magic is physical magic. It's not just rhymes. It's really hard to like comprehend. So when you do black magic, you're doing physical magic. It's like what Aleister Crowley was talking about. You do things in the physical to produce an outcome. You do things at thy will, something like that. It says in Ethiopian Christians still have, I think, Enoch as canon. They are the oldest Christians current out there. It says I don't read heresy. So yo, it says, yeah, I'm relying on YouTube videos on it. It says, at first, do you believe in science? Oh, I read that already. It says, I guarantee you haven't read it. It says the Enoch was not written after any of the canonized. It says, bro, ask me. I am real for a graduated chemist. Yo. Oh man, this is good conversations right here. This I mean about conscious debates, man. I love debating, man. I love debating. Nah, but to me, the Book of Enoch is actually real. You have a lot of people that stand by it. It's just that people don't associate the Book of Enoch because it's black owned. Just because some black people don't believe in it, don't mean it's still not real. You still have people in different cultures that still like, you know, that's supposed to be a part of religion, but they're a different religion. Like here, we still have Muslims, but we're all supposed to be Christian in the United States. It says, I don't need to prove. It says Enoch also matches the Sumerian tablets that we have found, bro. Yeah, that's the thing. It matches Sumerian tablets. It says, this dude is stupid, bro. Leave. So Sumerian tablets are words from God. Now you should look at it as history. Basically what he's saying is the Book of Enoch actually happened and somebody else recorded it somewhere else around the world. That's basically what he's saying. It don't have to be from God. You could look at it as history. The Sumerians also recorded what happened in the Book of Enoch. It says I'm a black magic wizard because I'm a chemist. Yeah, like you don't believe it, but yeah, doing science is actually black magic. That's why when you look at the witches, they be in a pot mixing like this chemical and that chemical, a cat air. That's still chemical, bro. And then an olive, and then a basil. It's like all the same thing. Like think of a witch pot, especially a chemist. A chemist have like a little glass pot, but it's just more separate from black magic. It's just modernized. Sumerian tablets are very old, bro. Yeah, it's old, bro. Sumerian tablets are very old. It says they have these things which matches. It says cause something or I'm from the United States, brother. It said what makes you say supposed to be Christian as opposite to having been indoctrinated to be that way. It says what makes you say supposed to be Christian as opposed to having been indoctrinated. What you mean about that? It says maybe you wasn't talking to me, cause some things old don't make it true, but it's the fact they documented that. It's like us documenting Hitler, but when you go to Germany, they might say Hitler was a good guy. It's like the same thing. It's like we documented Hitler, but you go to Hitler, we go over there and you go talk to the Nazis, they're gonna call him a god or something. Terrible example. It's a terrible example, but the Sumerians documented though. It says this is a very big thing to prove really in reality. To prove the reality, yeah. It says why isn't Enoch canon? Is capsule? Then it's moving too fast. It says which orthodoxy religion to East European. All these scriptures point towards one event. Doesn't make it false. It says, nah, that was you, bro. You said that you're supposed to be Christian and American. Oh, but there's still Muslims. What makes you say you're supposed to be Christian? Because like, if you understand slavery, we was beat. Like, black people was beat to become Christian, bro. So Christian was beaten into this land. It was beaten in spiritually and physically. So the fact that there's Muslims over here, you know what I'm. So basically, what I'm saying is, I was talking about the Sumerian tablets. I'm trying to say the Book of Enoch was a real book. It's just that the Sumerian tablets recorded it, and the person was saying it was like an Ethiopian Christian don't believe in the Book of Enoch. I'm like, just because they don't believe in the Book of Enoch don't make it real. I mean, don't make it fake. It's just that they don't believe in it because they're probably like real Christians. And then why are they labeled differently too? Look, even though they're a Christian, they're called Ethiopian Christians. That don't sound like a Christian to me. The only thing I was trying to say was they don't consider the Book of Enoch a good Bible because there's black gods. Or a part of the Bible because there was black gods in it. And then like the person was saying, when you start getting into the Book of Enoch, you start seeing that we had technology to get off this planet. That's why in the Bible they were saying that the ship of Noah was actually a ship. I don't know if that's in the Book of Enoch, but maybe it is. I'm not sure. That the ship of Noah wasn't like a ship; it was a spaceship, and it's trapped in the mountains somewhere. Now these are stories that I heard. It said there are also lots of Christians, not all from the Catholic or Orthodox. There are also Gnostics who recognize all scriptures, and Hermetics who recognize also Hinduism and Buddhism. Yeah. They have their own name for their Christianity. Sumerian tablets are very old. I know GY. Sumerian tablets are very old. I hear you. I'm trying my best. It says black gods. Yeah, it says like African gods. Like, it's just black gods. Like, black people were gods too. Like, you had Enlil, Enki, and Anu. Like the big three of the black gods. So that's why they don't like the Book of Enoch, because it leads you to the Anunnaki. It says, yeah, bro, Sumerians were also advanced. Yeah, the Sumerians were really advanced. It says that's why they were still around today. Yeah, Lizard King, that's so true. It says on walls, Lizard King doesn't make it false because it's not Roman. What do you think would be more pure Christian, Roman, Greek, or Ethiopian? I would say Greek. because we have a lot of Greek philosophers in this. I would say Greek. It says Japhet, my prophet. That's what's up. It says, so you're saying the Book of Enoch has multiple gods? No, it was one above all. His name was Anu, and then he had 2 children, and it was Enlil and Enki. And they was doing like a ranking of the earth, like who was like the strongest and stuff like that, who was number 1, and Anu was number 1 of the earth. It says Moses was a prophet of God. It says Roman Christian is the form of the first apostle follow. I didn't know that, Lizard King. It says on one Lizard, it depends on what you define as God. Moses was God until Pharaoh, was he not? Yeah. It says Moses was a prophet of God. You think James followed the Romans? Jesus was the Messiah foretold. Let me see the bathroom. I gotta use the bathroom so bad. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 sec. I gotta run and use the bathroom. Somebody in the bathroom. That's why. Mommy. Alright, I'm back. Alright, it says Exodus 7:1, bro. It says, let me Google that. Sumerians technology. It says, let me Google Exodus. Nah, you can probably, let me get some more of these comments. It says, on walls. That's not the only example, Lizard King. Term God is used in multiple ways in the Bible. It says, there recently released a good theory on how the pyramids were built. Look it up, y'all. The thing is, I believe the pyramid was built with the third eye, bro. Because it's like, every time they try to explain it, you know how, let's say they complete this at 80, like 70%. They can't explain after the 70%. Like, when they start getting to that sharp, fine point, they can't explain how they got all the way up there with basically caveman technology. With Bronze Age technology, they can't explain it. But with telekinesis, you can explain it. So it's like we just building without the third eye, basically. But if you build with the third eye and you build with telekinesis, it'll be easier to explain. It's just that we talk about it without the thing that they actually symbolize in their culture, which is the pineal gland. It says on walls. I just read it. I don't have a clue what that means. It says GY said, you know, bro, the Egyptian pyramid are inside the ground, same size, which isn't looks so advanced tech they use. I know they use advanced tech, and then the Egyptian stuff actually goes back to Enki and Enlil and Anu, the black gods, which is like kind of like the Book of Enoch, but it's like the other story that the Anunnaki came down here. This how they doing intergalactic travel. They was down here building his stuff. It says yes, they explain it even in the sharp point. Oh, they do. Then give us a thing to research it. What's the name of it? It says I can keep it short, but it's complicated in short comments. Yeah, it says sharp point. How did they get it? That's what I'm saying. Cause every time they talk about the sharp point, it doesn't make any sense because you know they said when something get too slant, you can't walk up it. Cause you know during like you can say that 20% they can like carry the blocks up there, but when it starts getting to the sharp point, they can't walk up there. No ladder can get you up to like 70% of the pyramid because it gets too steep and you would just slide right down. It says sure. Do your Bible study. Lizard King is important, man. It says Lizard King said you reckon they use sound waves to move the rocks or just lots of dudes pulling ropes. But the thing is, them pulling the ropes, how could they get up to the past 70%? But the thing is, I'm gonna search this up today. The new way that they said it says that they basically made pyramid flat on top of like Aztecs, then sharpened it from the top down. Removal blocks, not made the point sharp. It says the remaining material is calculated to be recycled in other. It says so. TY says so they waste materials, use it to make other structures. Oh, so basically you're saying it started off as like something as a cube and they grinded it down. It says GY said also not just they build in Egypt, but they built in China and other places. Like all those places are equal in distance, but they know deals this and what they're actually doing. Yeah, I know they knew what they was actually doing. It wasn't just building a pyramid. Like they got this stuff all around the world. Like they said that the pyramids are like places that point at certain certain star systems. At certain star pyramids and stuff. So all the stuff that they're doing, they know what they did. They knew what they was doing as building these pyramids. They knew exactly what they was doing. It's hard to explain here. You have to look at the video. It's easier. Or just link the video in the chat so we can Google it. Now I'm just gonna Google it. The easier way they built the pyramids. It says there are plausible explanation or possible explanations from the sound and light messing technology to shutter system to create the situ blocks, etc. Yeah, that's true, man. But I believe it's telekinesis, bro. Like me, I'm on my Kundalini vibes. I believe it was actually like awakened and they was using like magic to do this stuff. So I'm on a whole different vibe, man. I believe in like magic and stuff. I believe in that stuff so bad. Let me go more over here so I can see my other hand. I believe in that stuff. It says why are they sending messages to anyone? We talking about how it's like connected to different solar systems? Which means why they send a message to anyone. It says any technology, it says on wall, so any technology we no longer have would seem like magic, bro. I mean, again, defining magic is important. So what I mean by magic is, you know how they had God Raw and they were saying that They was all talking about the third eye there. They was all talking about the third eye. Like Egypt is like the station of the third eye. They were saying Jesus Christ even went there to learn more about the third eye, which is the pineal gland. Now, I'm not saying they wasn't using sound. I was just saying that just how they throw away a lot of religious things, they also threw away the pineal gland. I was saying that they used the pineal gland to do this stuff. Because it's not magic, it's something that the human body is capable of doing, and they took it from us. It says, okay, I will share the link. I hope it doesn't get deleted. Yeah, RRTTY. I'm gonna search it up. Any technology, we still have this technology, and it looked like it was a third eye, bro. It looked like it was a third eye. People would levitate and do it with magic, bro. They would use their own spiritual power to pick rocks up and put it into place, and people would levitate and do it. That because you gotta understand, because I've been dealing with this for a long time. At first it was the third eye, but when people started acting like the third eye doesn't make sense, stuff like that, that's when sound magic came as like a thing to help people think. Because the third eye was first. I remember these debates. The third eye was first, but just that not everybody was awakened, and then it went to sound magic. Yeah, alien. I've seen an alien before. Aliens do exist. I've seen a couple aliens before. I haven't seen like a ship, like a real big ship hovering over the earth, or hovering over my home. Oh, you post a new shirt. That's what's up. It says magic and magic are not the same. Then explain it on wall. What you mean it's not the same? It says, hey brother. Oh, this OGs. Hey brother, I recently casted a spell on and Nemesis took her to stomp down to the river where the melts work up on the ambulance. Especially, tell me more about it, OGs. Alright, it says more to go. It says you won't believe my granny can fly. I believe you, bro. Explain more about it. What you mean she can fly? You probably trolling though. Explain more about it. It says, can you do this? Also take rock with energy. It said, can you do this? Yeah, you can do that, bro. Telekinesis is real. Like, magic is real, bro. That's how God created everybody. You gotta understand, God created everybody with the third eye. It's even in Hinduism. It's called divine Shakti. That's why Shiva was able to open his third eye and destroy the world. And when you go to Hindu mythology, you start seeing them in the clouds and stuff. Like levitating, sitting in clouds. You ever saw Naruto? That Naruto stuff is real, and they be walking on water. You can walk on water and you can walk on clouds. That's why Jesus Christ was walking on water, and then you can walk on clouds, because when you open a third eye, you can create your own reality. This is why they don't want a third eye open, because when you open your third eye, you can create your own reality. It says the name of the video is called The New Pyramid Theory Explains the Missing Evidence. I'm gonna search the New Pyramid Theory. I'm gonna search that up. I mean, I would say that there is a belief that no science basis, and you said earlier you believe in science. Name some evidence of humans levitating blocks personally. They hid those things. So you can't name anything. All you can do is believe in science, and science is like the Bronze Age, like how we got this new pyramid theory. You can't believe in the third eye, even because you can search it up. The Egyptians even worshiped the third eye. They worshipped it. They worshiped the third eye. So it's kind of hard to like find evidence when the secret societies of the world wants to hide it. So it's called the new. I'm gonna fix my computer. It's called the New Pyramid Theory. Let me see. I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna Google the New Pyramid Theory right now. The New Pyramid. It says recently the pyramid theory focused on a non-invasive technology to discover hidden chambers. And this is what it is, to discover hidden chambers, notably a 9-meter, which is 30-foot long corridor near the Great Pyramid's main entrance discovered by the Scan Pyramids project. This Scan Pyramids face north corridor suggests undiscovered structural voids, potentially altering our understanding of the construction of the pyramid. It says it alters the understanding. Let me go to a video. I'm gonna watch it later. I love to learn this stuff. It says on walls says there are untouchable tribes cultures that preserve tradition, but is hidden by some frat boys in Yale. Really? Nah, it's not in Yale, bro. You gotta understand. You ever heard of the Rothschilds? Oh, my camera turned off. My camera turned off. I don't know why my camera is turned off. I think I got it back. Got it back. Yeah, I got it back. I got it back. I don't know why my camera is turned off. So it's not in Yale, bro. You got secret societies like Illuminati, Freemasonry. You gotta ask, how do Freemasonry, how do they have a secret society that know everything about math? Like they hide this stuff from us because they want us to gain something spiritually. I don't know what they want us to gain, but they want us to gain something spiritually. I'm not sure what they want us to gain, but they want us to gain something spiritually, bro. I'm not sure, bro. It says, yeah, but you gotta join these people. But I don't say join. I just say, what's up, Pablo the dog? I'm doing good. What's up, Bismarck? What's up, Bismarck? Yeah, I think my camera just lagged out a little bit. It says basically started from the cut of the pyramid and then they shaped it down to remove the sharp blocks and use the all. What's that? Oh damn, I messed my camera up. Stuff in the way. My bad. My computer just fell. And using the structures around and the estimate the mass of the stone. That's crazy. What's up, Pablo? What's up, Pablo? Good to see you, man. It's because the other guys right. What's up, Bismarck? Good to see you too, Pablo. Thank you for supporting this channel. Make sure I hit the like button. Yeah, Bismarck, I had to protect the girls the other day, man. They was in the chat. You gotta protect the girls, man. Sorry for banning you, bro. You was a bit funny. This is well done, Pablo. Yeah. It says the recycled mass of the stone shaved of the pyramids exactly match the mass of the structures around it, like similar pyramids and others. Yep. Yeah, because they were saying that the way that the pyramids was made, it was made a very like special way. Like I forgot the way they said it was made, but they were saying that they were saying that the pyramids didn't come in blocks, that they handcrafted it or something. That was somebody else. And they threw his studies away. They said he was wrong, but he made his own pyramid. Like he made almost similar to the same blocks. They were saying that they was making the blocks from scratch, basically. That was somebody else's discovery. But they threw away his discovery. They said it didn't make sense. It says, Pablo, thanks on the wall. It says on wall. So bro, you said you believe in aliens. Is that biblical? Bro, I have seen one before, bro. It was like I was abducted once, bro, and I was in a ship, bro, and I saw a reptilian, bro. So it's not that I believe. I have actually seen one, and it's crazy because I remember like watching movies about it, and they were saying you see it later in your life. So I remember, right? I was like a kid, bro. Like this when I was a kid, and then one day it just came to me that I seen one. It was I was just walking up the street and it just came to me. It says, nah, Brad, I don't remember you. Tell me more about you. Deepika, I'm doing good, bro. How you doing? Jiwa, why ancient civilizations worship snakes? Also, they mention about dragons. How they saw Drago. All dinosaurs were dead because they worship snakes because of the Kundalini. The Kundalini is a snake at the bottom of the spine. You gotta understand, like Hindu was here when the old civilization was here. Hinduism and Buddhism, they believe in a serpent at the base of your spine that's wrapped around your spine. So they believe in snakes because of the Kundalini. Basically, the conversation we was having earlier. It says, TY said, I hope you see the video of the girl. This new pyramid theory explains the missing evidence and tell us what you think. I'm gonna do it because it's like a 15-minute video, so when I end the stream I'm gonna watch it. It says, Bismarck, why you would ask that about my gender? Or what's going on, Pablo? It says, on wall says, not even demonic. Spiritual beings not even necessarily bad. Yeah, not all beings are necessarily bad. Bismarck said this is for the boys. On walls, I decay. It says, what's up, my nigga? How you doing, homie? Is that racism? Cause I see that you from India, my brother. They say Indian people are very supportive, man. It says, TY says also Ouroboros is a snake eating. The Ouroboros is a snake eating itself, meaning infinity. Yup. It says TY said, make a reaction video about it, brother. So you want to make a reaction video about the new pyramid theory? Cause I can watch it right here. It's just I can watch it. It's just it will pop up. Because I right now I don't have enough until next month. I don't have enough equipment to do recording. Like I need I don't have, because right now I only bought enough. Like I had to buy a new laptop, so I'm kind of broke right now. So next month I'll be able to do the reaction video. It says thoughts on. It says. Yo, it says GY says, why do they worship monkeys? I don't know nothing about that. I just know about the snake. I don't know why they worship monkeys. TY said, yeah, I think it's a great idea. Make views like a good reaction video. Yeah, I would try, but I gotta do that next month though. Hopefully you be here to remind me. I have to do that next month. It says, life is not about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. That's so true. I was telling somebody about that. They was asking me like, what was the meaning to life? I'm like, you have to create your life. You have to meditate or get spiritual to create your life. It says, GY says, how monkey is connected to Hinduism? Well, I don't know. I'm still learning Hinduism. I was just practicing it, bro. It says, Pablo said, Bismarck asked about my gender. I does. That's all I think. That's a big suspicious. Yeah, I think Bismarck is a lady hater, bro. I think he's a lady hater. It says, that's not racist slur. It says, at all. You are my real homie, G. Alright, if I'm your real homie, like and subscribe. If I'm your real homie, like and subscribe. I'm watching you. I'm watching you, Shane. Hello. How to pronounce your name? Amruka. Raka. How to pronounce your name? It says, how do you react to live stream? Or as you react live stream, I can't wait. Now I'm gonna try to do it. Just I gotta mute it. I just have to mute it and watch it and try to explain it. I'll do it tomorrow. I could do it on a live stream. It says, the most difficult thing in our life is to understand ourselves. That's so true, Raynor. It says, I'm gonna call you Chi, Dad. I'm your really son. It says, shut up, Bismarck. I know it's bro with Bismarck. So my content's about having conscious conversation, no more brain rot. We talk about Kundalini, religion, Bible verses, different Bibles, we just talk about conscious things here. That's what this content's about. It's about conscious conversations. Yeah, I remember you edits. It says, can you call me Sparrow? I'll call you Sparrow. Alright, Sparrow, I got you. Are you Indian? What's up, my Indian sister? It says, deeply lit poetry. What are the thoughts about unspoken words? Someone with them who want to live but can't, even if he or she wants to. It says, what are your thoughts about the unspoken words of someone who you want to live but can't, even if That's kind of hard to think about, bro. Cause me, I don't really deal with that in my day-to-day life. Someone who wants to live, it's kind of sad. You talking about like a cancer patient? That's kind of sad stuff, man. There's no thoughts, man. We just need to get smarter, bro, and cure cancer, bro, and cure all the diseases, bro. Alright, Sparrow. I see you, Sparrow. He said me too. Alright, Shane. Alright, it says Bismarck. Yo, I don't know what's wrong with Bismarck. It says, yeah, she said call her Sparrow. What is the difference between consciousness, soul, thoughts, and memory? What is the difference between soul? Soul is just something that got you here. Consciousness is something that's coming in, and thoughts is something like that's rearranging a consciousness, and memory is what you remember after doing all that. So to me, it's like a process. You get here from the soul. The thoughts need a consciousness to get thoughts, and then memory is what you save, which is the ego. What's up, Game Changer? It says, what's realism, bro? Well, realism, it sounds like exactly what it is. It's time to get real. That is why like all these ancient sites got realism. It's like at first everybody, I remember when I first was doing this meditation stuff, everybody's believing in the third eye, but people had to start getting real, which is realism. And they like, nah, man, they couldn't have used the third eye because we don't have the third eye. So they had to use other means. That's why we have all these other theories on how the pyramid was built. That's why the sound theory don't really work, because when you get past 70% of the pyramid, that's exactly why T.Y. said they had to start from the top of the pyramid to make it make sense. It says, stop talking. Chill, Bismarck. It says, brother, what do you think about astrology? Astrology is real, T.Y. It's real, man. Like, it has everything to do with the Kundalini. Like, when your Kundalini spark up on your birthday, on astrology, the Kundalini will start up and will cycle each and every month. And it says, stop talking crap, Bismarck. Bismarck, you gotta stop. I'm gonna have to ban you. It says, I'm doing great. It's a pleasure to talk to you. It says, hey, if Pablo tell me to ban you, Bismarck, I'm gonna have to do it. Hey, bro, shout out, please. What's up, Edits? Give Edits a shout out. It says RYRT Edit 7. I got you, bro. Hit the like button for me. It says your koi fish poster is awesome. Can you share the link? I got it off of Amazon. It was a lucky find. What is nihilism? I don't know. You gotta explain that. That's the first I heard that. It says Kundalini Christian. It says Kundalini Christian. Is it, bro? It is not Christian, because in Christian it's called Christ consciousness and like Christ oil. So it's like something called different. It's just that Kundalini is something easy for everybody to understand. If I call it Christ consciousness, I have to go in like to in depth, and I can't get real with it because Christians don't even believe in it anyway. So it's best to call it Kundalini. If I call it Kundalini, you can easily search it up, and then you can find the meaning that I'm trying to give you. It says, you are actually dumb, Bismarck. I am 11 and smarter than you. You gotta leave Pablo alone, man. You gotta keep it child friendly, Bismarck. Just stop it. It says the pyramids work still. The third eye worked. They had to reinvent and see the problem in completely a different way, inspired by that. That's what I was saying. Like, if the third eye worked, we will understand exactly how the pyramids was built. It's just that we had to reinvent the experience because we're using, it's like as a recipe. We're not using the whole recipe, which is the third eye. So my content is, it's about conscious things. You see what we're talking about right now? We're talking about the pyramids. Earlier we was talking about Kundalini. We talk about meditation. We talk about religious practices. We learn religious practices here. It's like this content. It's a Sparrow. It's about gaining more. It's about becoming smarter about what's going on in the world. It's like it's to get away from the wars. It's to get away from the brain rot. It's to get away from the games. It's like it helps you understand what's going on with the world and what other people think. So on here, just how he's talking to Arshan, Arshan, we're here as a group and we're just talking to each other and we just vibe and just relax and we just talk about religion. We learn about religion here. We learn about people spiritual experiences like Kundalini experiences, spiritual awakening. We learn about the God here. We learn about the Quran here. We learn about Hinduism, Buddhism here. It's just a way to get away from the brain rot. So I'm a prune. What that mean? What that mean? It says, hey, I'm from Uttar Pradesh. It says, we are out here vibing and thinking. Yeah, I know we out here vibing and thinking. It's what T.Y. sent me. It's out here vibing and thinking. Yo, homie, why do you look like Jackie Chan? Come on, bro. I look like Jackie Chan, bro. Me, out of all people. You say that because my eyes, bro. Yo, what's up? Jackie cocaine. Jackie cocaine. Surprisingly, I don't do drugs. What's up, girl? I'm gonna call you Viral, but it said Viral G. Viral G. Viral G, girl. What's up? Yeah, Bismarck, if you keep going this way, I'm gonna have to ban you, bro. You messing the chat up, man. We having a good chat. You got that brain rock going on, man. Alright, if you talk again, Bismarck, I'm gonna have to ban you. I'm gonna have to ban you, Bismarck. I'm sorry. The vote was casted. It says I'm gonna put you on a 10-minute timeout. Alright, it says life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. That's true. Oh, I'm from the United States. I'm from the United States. I know he's doing too much. I had to ban him. What is the boot chakra? I don't know what the boot chakra is. All I know is the root. So you mean root chakra? So basically, the root chakra is the start of it all. So basically, men, they exist in the root chakra, sacral chakra, and solar plexus chakra. It's hard for men to get past the heart chakra to the throat chakra to the third eye chakra. So the root chakra is where the energy starts. So basically, the root chakra is where the Kundalini sits. The Kundalini sits. The serpent is wrapped around the root chakra, basically, and then it has to push up the root chakra all the way to the crown chakra. So basically, the root chakra is where everything starts. Illuminati, bro. It just that they runs the world. For some reason, I feel like I'm connected to the Illuminati, though. Cause I'm connected to like 30. I'm connected to 33rd degree Masons and rich businessmen. And my twin flame, she's like a witch. She's a rich white woman. So I'm like connected to Illuminati for some odd reason. I even seen like Illuminati flying in the air. I did. So basically, when I was like 20, somebody, a 33rd degree Mason, came to me and he was talking to me in telepathy, and he told me to fix my life. Then I fixed my life and I completed my mission. The same people was flying over my house. It says, I know the bathroom chakra. It says, what is God consciousness? So basically, God consciousness is the same as being enlightenment. It just, Christians took it and just rewrapped it. God consciousness is enlightenment. It says, there are people who's gone too far like business. I know. My name is Jeffet. It says, how can we join Illuminati, bro? I think it's a twin flame thing. I think you got to get your twin flame into Illuminati to protect her. Cause you know how we was talking about doing the Kundalini, doing spiritual practices. You got to do spiritual practices to get your twin flame into these societies to protect them. So the whole goal is to join a society. And if I don't know if y'all remember this. You remember how we was young and they were saying there was a test that you got to pass? Who remember that programming? They said it was a test that we got to pass after high school. I believe I actually passed the test. Oh, Pablo, I kind of banned Bismarck. You said he had to go. I'm sorry, I banned him. So he can't talk for another 10 minutes. I was trying to protect you, Pablo. My bad. I ain't know you still wanted to talk to him. It says, I don't think Illuminati... No, they actually do exist, bro. They actually do exist. Also, Freemasons were originally just crafters, sharing their secret on how to build things. Similar to the pyramids. later developed to share bigger secrets. That's what I was saying. So the Freemasons about building, the Illuminati's about, because you understand the Illuminati believe in the third eye, bro. And they were like running the world. Like all these secret societies are like running the world, bro. It's 100% real. It says, so you sold your soul. No, I didn't sell my soul. It's just that for some reason I'm a part of it. Because I remember my past life and everything. In my past life, I was still a part of it too when I was in Egypt. My twin flame. So basically, the people that was flying over my house, they was levitating over the house, sitting on the cloud. They was wearing the same outfit my twin flame had on in Egypt. So I'm just a part of these societies, bro. And I'm like connected to them and stuff. We be talking telepathically. So no, I didn't sell my soul. I don't know if my twin did, but I personally didn't, bro. I don't know what my twin is doing, bro. I'm connected to my divine Shakti. So I'm on this whole path. Yeah, she probably gone. Sparrow. It says my grandfather doesn't speak about it, but I suspect he was a Freemason. He was an indoor frame, a cross, and a ruler similar to Freemason symbol. He probably was, man. People don't like to talk about it, man. They be a part of these, so they don't like to talk about it. And it says, can you make a connection? It says, can you make us connected into these societies? I don't know, but it's a twin flame thing. It's a twin flame thing. It's just a twin flame thing, bro. My twin flame connects to this stuff, not me. And it was like that in Egypt. In Egypt, I wasn't connected to these people. My twin flame was. It was just the outfit that she was wearing. Like it was females in the air too, flying over. After I completed my soul's mission, they was hovering over my house like aliens, bro, sitting on a cloud, and I'm watching them. Like I didn't record it, 'cause I didn't have my phone on me, but it was like at least 300 of them in the air. They were just over my house. It says, I do not want to talk to him. I just want to. So I already banned them. Sorry about that. You should have told me that. It says, if you want to remove it, he gets mad. If I want to remove it, what you mean want to remove what? It says, we want to become rich also, bro. Yeah, who don't want to be rich? I feel mysterious watching this. I feel mysterious watching this live. Then talk, bro. Don't be too much mysterious. So when were you in Egypt? In my past life, on walls, on my past, when I was meditating, I saw my past life, and I saw my twin flame, my 3 white friends. We was all in Egypt, and it's crazy because the 3 white friends that was in Egypt, I met them. Like I didn't meet them, but I know they exist. One is like a rich CEO, and the other one came to me when I was working at my casino job, and he told me to better my life and complete my life mission. And I saw him levitating over my house. When I completed my life mission, he was levitating over my house. My mom even seen it, bro. Me and my mom was outside just talking, and we just saw them. My mom was just looking at them. They was levitating over the house. Do you believe in mystics? I don't know why I can get it out. Mystics. I don't know why I can get it out. Or yeah, I'm a mystic. I believe in it. It says, do you believe in Greek, Roman gods, and Egyptian gods like Osiris? I'm like, yeah. I believe in all these people existed once. You gotta understand, it was different cultures out there. You had Egyptians, you had Greek, you had American, which is Caucasian, you had Black, which is the Book of Enoch. Like all these people existed at one day. It says, you know what yeah, I know the Illuminati is. Like, what do you think Illuminati is? I'm doing good. Oh, what's up, Punk? I'm doing good, man. How you doing? Hey, Punk, hit the like button for me. Do me a favor, hit the like button for me. It says, I met them, but didn't meet them, huh? What you mean you met them? Who did you meet? It says, let me see. It says, what you mean I'm tripping now? I'm trying to tell you, my life is wild, bro. My life is wild, bro. I'm like connected to people in my past life. I'm like, because in Hinduism, you will start seeing that you deal with past life karma. For some reason, I'm dealing with a lot of past life karma. I'm seeing my friends from my past life. I'm just really connected for some odd reason. I don't know why I'm so connected. I'm like really connected. It says, what do you think about the key of Solomon, like the Solomon with gods enslaving demons for building his temple? I don't like Solomon, bro. I feel like Solomon messed the world up. That's the number one reason. That's the number one reason why he was replaced in the Bible. He was messing the world up. Because Solomon is like a descendant. He's not a descendant, but he's related to Jesus Christ. Solomon kind of messed up Jesus Christ's name. That is why they made the Quran. Because Solomon was actually making the Quran. But people don't agree on it. But for some reason, people in the Quran, they believe in the 72 jinns. Solomon has 72 jinns. So Solomon was actually creating the Quran. It says, you said that, Ada. You said you met them but didn't meet them. Because what I mean was, you know how you can connect to people in this world, but you don't know how. So basically, when I saw one person, cause it was an old man and somebody with a black hair, right? So how I met them was they showed me that they exist, but I met one in person. Because one person, he was an old man, right? He was an old man in Egypt. I saw him on the news. They was saying that he was a rich CEO of like $1 billion company. So he was a billionaire basically. One was a billionaire, right? And then the other one, he came to me at my job, and I was at a casino. That was like my first real job, and he came there, and telepathy wise, he told me to better my life and complete my life mission. And he was a 33rd degree Mason, and he had an aura and everything. So then after that, because I knew my mission before he got there, I just started to work. But after that, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna complete my mission. We was talking to like telepathy in a way. Yeah, I deal with the GY. I deal with that every day. It says, okay, have a great day, my art punk. Nice talking to you. It says, TY, do you believe in African traditional religion like Santerian, Hoodoo, and other? My girlfriend is Cuban. She practices Santeria. Yeah, I believe in that stuff. It just pronounced different. It's all the same thing. It's just magic, bro. It says, yeah, I deal with telepathy every day. It's just when I was younger, I used to do it astral projecting and stuff, but now I don't astral projecting. I deal with telepathy. It says, whip it out, cuz don't be shy. Don't be like that, Ethan. We don't do that. We talk conscious on this channel. It says on walls. So all this chat, they ain't give no names, huh? It says all this chat and they ain't give you no names, huh? Like names about what on walls? It says, Ethan, you come, yo, you came, yo. It says on walls, we had an aura and everything, yeah. Jiwaz said, do you believe in Solomon and he controlled jinns and demons? It is written in the Holy. Yeah, I believe it. That is why they replaced them. Because Solomon was one of the richest people in the world. He was one of the richest people in the world. He was taking all of Jesus Christ's money. Because Jesus Christ is related to Solomon. Like, they're all related. Solomon and Jesus Christ is related. So when Jesus Christ came back, when he got whipped, they replaced Solomon. So Jesus Christ had nowhere to go. It says, how do telepathy... No, it's a twin flame thing. Telepathy is not what you think. So telepathy is like when spiritual people connect to you. Like if you know how to do it, you will connect to them. So it's not that I'm telepath. It's that I deal with telepaths. So like I'll be dealing with my soulmate. She connects to me, and I talk to her that way. So my twin flame, she connects to me with her energy, with her divine Shakti energy. She connects to me. So it's kind of like I'm a telepath, but I'm not. I don't have any energy at all. She is connected to me, and as she is connected to me, other people are connected to me. Cause I'm just on that level, cause my Kundalini rules. It says, you from the States? Yeah, I'm from the United States. It says Solomon the main op. Yeah, he is, man. They had to throw him away. He was too rich, man. They had to take him out. And they replaced him with somebody called Herod in the Bible. He was replaced. It says their names, bro. You said you connect with these people, and they don't even have you, and you don't know. And you don't know how some billionaires see and some white friends they exist. You meant, but no name. Yeah, it was no names, bro. It's just that they know my twin flame, bro. They're not my friends. They're my twin flame friends. So basically my twin flame is a part of society. I'm not a part of that society. I'm just a part of Egypt. I was an Egyptian king. So I was like a pharaoh. She was a part of like a society. And that's her society. So, and then it's crazy. I know one of their names, actually. His name is Steven. We talk telepathy. His name is actually Steve. I was talking to him once. He was talking to me. Let me go back. It says, yeah, the Illuminati is real. It says on God, just real quick look. I'm gonna have to skip that. It said, what is flame, bro? It says, so basically, twin flame is like your spirits divided into two, and on this planet there is like a female version of you, and she's watching you every day with telepathy. She's watching you with like her third eye, and she's waiting for you to awaken. But you have to prove to her that you're ready to awake, or you can die this way. If you haven't, you can die without ever meeting her. It says, so what's your twin flame name? I call her Adame. That's why I call myself Ada. I had to name her. So I called her Adame. Like Adame is spelled Adame. So I called her Adame, and we be talking all day in telepathy. That's why I call myself Ada. It's like a twin flame name. Oh, Bismarck is back. So it says, remember, you can't shout without higher powers. Every special power and everything you can do must come from a higher level. We are just stupid humans. We can't do nothing. Yeah, that's true, man. It says Steve Jobs. His name is actually Steve. We was talking telepathy. He's a Caucasian guy, man. That's my boy, man. It's my best friend. We actually met. It's just the other one passed away. The other CEO, he passed away. He was assassinated. He was actually assassinated. It says this guy was definitely an Egyptian king. I was right hand in my past. It says I was right hand in my past, and I remember life. My past, and I remember. I'm trying to tell you, bro. I was an Egyptian king. My girl, she was a part of society, bro. And the same outfit she was wearing when after I completed my soul mission, they was levitating over the house wearing this. That female's wearing the same outfit. It says, Ada, have you read 3 books of occult philosophy in Agrippa? It talks about how planetary magic works on similarity. So like doing martial arts attracts similar energy, like male martial. Well, I didn't read that. I'm gonna have to read that. What's up, Pen? Oh, I remember you, girl. I can't say your name. What's up? Hey, I remember you. Yeah. Yo, Drago, what's up, bro? It says, GY, how did we come here in this world? Adam and Eve came from human species, evolved from other beings. How did we get conscious? Any idea? So basically, it's a simulation, bro. Like, you gotta understand, all this stuff is stories, but it's real. Like, we're dealing with a lot of manipulation. You see how the government can manipulate us? We're dealing with a lot of manipulation. That's why we know about all these gods. We're here to create ourselves. I remember, like, what you're basically saying, what somebody else said. What is the meaning of life? We're here to create life. We have to create life for ourselves. So it's not about Adam and Eve, it's about you, and you have to connect back to that feminine energy, which is your divine Shakti. You have to create a life for yourself. It says, so TY says, so as you said, you can do telepathy by yourself. You need to be good, a vessel for it, by being in contact by higher parts. That's basically how it works. Like, when you start getting good, you're gonna start getting connected by higher powers. This is the best way to explain it. You know how when you watch like a TV show and they try to connect with a demon, and they put like they try to call his name, and they put like symbols on the floor. That's what they do to us, the people that sleep. When you start generating good energy, people will start connecting with you, because now you have energy that they need. Because it's hard to talk in this world. You think money is very important, but talking is. This is why some relationship actually fail, because there's nothing to talk about. When you actually stop talking, that's the end of every relationship. Imagine you and your friend to stop talking one day. Isn't that the end of your relationship? So what you're supposed to be doing, you're supposed to be generating good energy for your twin flame to talk about you. Because talking is real currency in this world. You can actually like not talk in this world. You can actually like go quiet and be silent. That is why telepathy is so important, because you it's all about talking. So right now you just have to find how to get your twin flame to talk about you. It says, bro, you just have multiple personalities. No, I don't, bro. I just have one personality, bro. It's just that I name my own spirit, because they were saying that you never get a chance to name yourself. I just deal with myself, bro. Not talk to spiritual people. It says, have you seen any demons or jinns? and talk to them. I haven't talked to like I have. They was saying I was talking to 3 million demons at one point, but I've seen like about 3 demons in my life, like 3 spirits in my life. I don't know if they were gens or anything, but I've seen like 3 spirits in my life. It says, nah, G, bro, you have multiple personality disorder, bro. You just have, bro. I don't have one personality, bro. I'm just spiritual, bro. You do you know that disorders doesn't actually exist? Do you know disorders actually exist because there's a left party? Do you know how mental institutions actually came into play? The people want you to feel like you're crazy, bro. They don't want you to feel like you're special. You have people working. I think women are on this earth by God just as a temptation to stray us from the path, like a test. Yeah, they are. I agree with that, Bismarck. I agree with that, Bismarck. They manifest however they want to manifest. Like, I have seen them manifest like smoky. I have seen them manifest as black. They be clear. They be green. It's just however they choose to manifest. You can manifest however you want in this world. It's not that they're a demon. They're people with higher powers. Just how you got people that can connect with us with telepathy, they can manifest with the third eye in ways that's hard to believe. It says on walls, they're saying you are talking to 3 million. Who are they? It was some people that I found. Like, when I was doing my shadow work, they was like hunting me down, and they was saying that we was gonna kill you if I would have failed. Basically, they was trying to kill me and everything. And just that they was saying that I was too spiritually powerful. They couldn't beat me because I was holding the light. That's why I got this white color. I'm holding like the light, so they couldn't like attack me. It says you have seen 3, but you also said 3 more in different manifestations. Like they manifest differently. It's just that they will only mess with you if you're easy to defeat. It says on walls, nah, bro, you doctrine isn't cohesive at all. You're coming from so many angles, crossing so many ideologies without a current line of thought. It's because that's what spirituality is. It's like ideology. It's like a way in, but when you start getting into this stuff, it just be all over the place. Because you gotta understand, I'm not just dealing with myself. I'm dealing with other spiritual people. I'm dealing with my twin flame. The thing that, you know what's the worst part about this? The worst part about this is, as I'm dealing with this stuff, these other spiritual people are trying to break us up, and so people are like putting us together, and like other people are like breaking us, trying to break us up. And I'm talking to my twin flame every day. The your power. So you got contacted by higher power because you started to resemble them. You become one another, and you get more pure to them, closer, and you get pure. It's a feedback loop. Yeah, you get pure. So it's like they need us. Like, so basically a group of women put me and my twin flame together. She was having a dark night of the soul, and then after the dark night of the soul, that's when my Kundalini rose. But it's crazy because when you research it, that's exactly how your Kundalini is supposed to roll. You're supposed to be connected with your twin flame. Then she would go to the dark night of the soul. She would cry for you, or have like a crazy time, and then she would activate you due to the longing of missing you. So that's what happened to me. And then there was like, we can join you, and she was crying and stuff, and they married us in the spirit. And then a week later, my Kundalini rose. It said you listed 6 different colors from the claim that you also saw. You saw 3 spirits. How does that make sense? Because they be after me, bro. These people be after me. You exactly that Ethan, man, is making no sense. I know. Yeah, exactly. It's just that some people, because Ethan, he's probably somebody who didn't have a spiritual experience. For some people, it's hard to believe this spiritual stuff. It's really hard to believe. It's just that some people, it's hard to believe the spiritual stuff, because Maha Avatar Babaji said some people can live a life without any spiritual experience because they don't go looking for it. But the people who go looking for the spiritual experience can find it. He's probably somebody who didn't go look for it. He need to understand the reason why he don't believe is not because of me, it's because his divine Shakti. His Shakti probably don't see him as ready to understand the spiritual stuff. It says you won't joke about it if you really knew someone with that. I know. It's just that he don't know. Cause if he's a dudes get the worst treatment on this planet. It says, claim I see something, so I did look it for per se. It says, what the fuck is a chakra? You see, you don't know what a chakra is. A chakra is energy points in the body. You have the root chakra, the sacral. So the root chakra is where everything starts. The sacral chakra is the sexual chakra. The solar plexus chakra is the chakra where you make decisions. You have the heart chakra for the love. You have the throat chakra for communication. That's also telepathy. Then you got the third eye chakra. That's where you get all, you start getting powers and stuff. So when you start dealing, when you become the higher power, then you have the crown chakra, which is similar to the ego. What's up, chicken? How you doing, chicken? Yeah, 7 chakras. And they all have like it is all real, bro. Bro, I achieved it, bro. My Kundalini awoken, bro. It says, I was trying to do this. I do a little bit of Wing Chun. I like Wing Chun, but it's kind of hard to find Wing Chun classes. Like, I would do Wing Chun, bro. Oh, I practice Hinduism. Yoruba. I don't do Yoruba. I practice Hinduism. I've been practicing Hinduism for like the past 11 years. I do Kriya yoga. Oh, you do boxing, Bismarck? That's what's up. It says, ground you like the airbenders. It says, I do Muay Thai from 7 years. I love it, brother. Maybe try it is more accessible. Yeah, I don't do it because I don't like too much like abusive fighting style. Muay Thai, that's like a dangerous fighting style where you really like damage people. Like me, I just want to do a little bit of defense. That's why I pick Wing Chun. I see myself as like a wizard, bro. I'm not really like a fighter. It says, you practice Hinduism. On wall said, you practice Hinduism. It said, you literally said you're yeah. I was born Christian, but I've been meditating, bro. So basically, when I say Hinduism, it's just a way for you to understand. I practice Christ consciousness. Hinduism is the world's oldest religion, often called Sanatana Dharma. It says eternal way, comprising diverse traditions, philosophies, and practices without a single founder, originating in India. It says, you build characters, dude. Now on this channel we build spiritual knowledge over 4,000 years. Now he's doing Buddhist aligned stuff. Yo, it said, my ancestors were from the birthplace of Hinduism, India, southern India. That's what's up, Ricky. It says, no problem, brother, but I assure you, if you have a good classmates and teacher is not violent at all, is really respectful. We have a lot of people here. A lot of people. It says, you said you were Christian. Now you're practicing Hinduism. That's completely oxymoronic. That's funny. No, it's just that you gotta understand. I was born into Christianity, and then when I practice Hinduism, it's just a better way for you to understand. But what I say is I meditate now because I was born Christian due to my parents. But when I got the control of my life, I started to meditate. And when I started to meditate, that's when I started practicing Hinduism. So it's just that you can't claim somebody else's religion. That's why in America it's called Christ consciousness. So what I practice oneness and Christ consciousness. It says, concept of God. Hinduism is a diverse ranging. No, chicken said the concept of God. Hinduism is a diverse ranging from monotheism and believing in one supreme ruler, Brahma, to polytheism, which is multiple deities. The Trimurti things moving includes Brahma, creator, Vishnu, preserver, and Shiva, the destroyer. Basically, that's the last one. It says, why do you cover yourself in chocolate? Why did you cover yourself? I don't, but I'm black though. Let me see. It says on walls, it's not oxymoronic. They exist more than one type of Christians. I know. It's just that I just started to meditate, my brother. And like, it's kind of hard. I feel like being Christian, I was just brainwashed into it. I never had a chance to pick my religion. So when I had a chance to pick, it was Hinduism. But it's like I more took something from their religion than practice it. Like, I'm going more into Hinduism now because my Kundalini rose. But at first, I was just a Christian I was just a meditating Christian, basically. But now I'm going more into Hinduism because I have to explain to myself how my Kundalini rolls. So basically, Christ consciousness is enlightenment. So basically, enlightenment and Christ consciousness is the same thing. It's just Christians call it Christ consciousness, and Buddhism and Hinduism call it enlightenment. So enlightenment and Christ consciousness is the same thing. It says, do you believe God is expressed in matter and formulation of everything? Yeah, I do believe that on Walls. It says, I couldn't type more because the YouTube system. Yeah. It says, it absolutely is oxymoronic. Name one denomination of Christianity that condone any of Hinduism. I don't know how to answer that question. It says, absolutely oxymoronic. It says, name one denomination of Hindu, of Christian, but that's condone any. I don't know how to answer that question. So what's stupid? The fact that I practice Hinduism? It says core belief, Atman belief in the eternal soul, karma, the universe law that action determine one future existence, samsara, the cycle of life and death and rebirth, moksha, the liberation of from samsara. It says, I think they can just explain everything and believe in everything together. So you can be Christian and Hindu and Greek yeah. It's just that when I was growing up into this meditation stuff, they were saying you was being brainwashed. So to get out of the brainwash, I had to study different cultures. So then I got to meditation. Then I started to meditate, bro. And Christianity is called something different. But if I tell you what I mean in Christianity, I would still have to explain Hinduism. I've been doing this for a very long time. If I tell you what I mean by Christianity, I still have to explain Hinduism. So it's best just to call it Hinduism, because Hinduism is not a religion, it's the way of life. So I still can be Christian, because Hinduism is not a religion, it's a way of life. I just choose a different way of life. It says, telling me is oxymoronic. It says, when you can't give Christian Hindu, it says when you can't give a Christian Hindu LOL. It's okay, my brother. It says adherents with over 1 billion followers. It's the world third largest religion, mostly concentrated in India. It says, can't agree more. It says, being Greek polytheist would have you heretic in every domination. It said Hinduism is absolutely a religion. That's such a pseudo-intellectual cop. No, Sadhguru says it's not a religion. He said just a way of life. And then you gotta understand, Hinduism and Buddhism was here before Christianity. It was here before Islam and Christianity, all that. Better yet, I think Hinduism was like the first way of life. Because it's just all about meditation and finding yourself becoming conscious. No, it's not like that. It's because once you understand he's like a saint where he's at, he's like somebody who can better explain it. He even said this on TV. Because it's like people who religious, it's just too much. Yeah, Hinduism is a way of life. It's a way of life. Yeah, we are conscious, but what type of conscious though? Because what the conscious we're supposed to have is unity. Basically, it's just unity, but we're not unified. That's the number one reason why I made this channel. I want to bring unity to this world. Because even though we are conscious, we're not unified. Because if we was unified, we wouldn't have racism. I know we're inherently conscious, but in which way though? Are we conscious due to our map location to where we were born? Because that's how a lot of people are conscious now. People believe that white is better than black. Then you got people believe that black is better than white, and then you got people believe that Chinese is probably better than all that. Oh my gosh, it's raining, my brother. Oh my gosh. Don't like the rain. It says, do you think we'll reach space by 2050? I said, no, I don't. It said the better thing is being human. I don't think we'll ever reach space. Because we have already reached space. We have already reached it. I don't think we will ever reach space until we all awaken. It says Islam is the way of life. That's just splitting hairs. Now I thought Islam was a religion. It says you man. Let me see. It says you man believe in space now. I'm like, yeah, bro. What do you believe? We live in a dome or something? What do you believe? Hey, on walls. What do you believe? What do you believe, on wall? Tell me what you believe. I feel like that's what you should do. Tell me what you believe, since we're all inherently conscious. What do you believe? I know, it's just that it's like people don't understand what consciousness is. Like, we're here for conscious information. Like, I understand that you're going against it. I know that it's hard to believe this stuff, but that's what consciousness is. This is why I remember somebody asked, like, what is realism? That's why that word actually exists. People want realism. Like, this stuff is actually real. Like, people go through real stuff. It says, I don't believe there's any evidence of space. Even the word is funny. Oh, you don't believe any evidence of space? It says, bro, if you don't believe in space, you're stupid. Bro, there's actually space out here, bro. Like, I have a whole map of space behind me. That stuff is real, bro. We're like in the astral, but I know that it's hard to believe. I really do. I know it's hard to believe, but it's actually real, bro. It doesn't matter if we was on a flat earth or in a dome or not. People want to escape the dome. Like, if you get to the Book of Enoch, you will see that we have space travel. I know. Get a telescope and look. Like, what do you think all that stuff is when you look at it? When you look at the night sky, because we could see another galaxy from Egypt in the night sky. But on walls, you're at the right channel, man. We're gonna I don't know why I stuttered. We're gonna get your mind right, man. We're gonna have more guests on this show. When we talk about more spiritual things, we're gonna get your mind right. I know it's hard to believe. I truly know it's hard to believe, bro. I have a telescope and I can see Saturn, Jupiter. Tell me it's not real. I don't know why you don't believe in it, bro. I don't know why you don't believe in it. He gonna be here for a while, man. It says on walls. It says Judaism. It just I'd be too excited, bro. It says, bro, you couldn't even probably pronounce Judaism properly earlier, and I told you you were a Christian. So yoga is true spiritualism. It says about get my mind right. Unlock chakras and see the new world. My Kundalini rolls. I unlock my chakras. I'm waiting to see what's going to happen next. It says MMA say Saturn and Jupiter they are real, bro. You gotta get a telescope. It says, yeah, what are those then you see in the sky? Dust specks? MMA J, you don't exist. You are all delusional about space. So how powerful is the human mind? It's very powerful, man. You gotta understand the mind is the mind, bro. The mind is powerful. You just have to know how to unlock that third eye chakra. It says TY, I see light. What do you see? Bro, who's your favorite rapper? I don't really listen to rap like that. I'm a spiritual type of guy. Just how you was talking about spirituality, I'm just a spiritual type of guy. I don't listen to rap. I don't listen to music. I listen to meditation songs, and I meditate every day. It says Buddha is a very wise person. His teachings you can apply to everyday life. Yeah, I'll be practicing Hinduism. It says on walls, I see Saturn with a ring around it and a planet, brother. What are you talking about? I don't know why they don't believe in space, man. Space is a real thing. I know it's hard to believe. I know it's hard to believe that there's more to life than this one planet. And then explain the Hubble telescope. Let's get away from the your telescope. Explain NASA, bro, and then the Hubble telescope. Shiva is your god. I know the Har Har Mahadev. It says Hinduism and Buddhism are the same OG religion. Yeah, it's close. It's similar. It says it's not hard to believe. I literally believed it for most of my life. But what made you stop believing in it? Like, have you heard of the Hubble telescope, the NASA that is in the United States? How it went and checked out different parts of space. Do you think that was fake? Like AI generated? What do you think? It says how they influenced the scripture of the structure of their host galaxy. I don't know how they influence the structure of their host galaxy. I have no idea. I don't know how all that stuff works. Maybe Einstein know. It says, bro, as a scientist, I forgot you was a scientist. This chat makes me crazy out of. I know, man. It said, what do you think about? I don't know what Israel mean. You see my Israel? It says, Ricky said, are there people that don't believe in space? What the heck? Yeah. On Walls is one of them. We gonna get them right. So of course I don't believe the Hubble telescope is real. What the, bro? That is something we paid like billions of dollars for. Taking up all the world's money. You don't believe it's real? It says monster stars. Some actual chicken said monster stars. Some of the oldest stars in the universe can be hundreds of thousands times larger, over 1 million times brighter than the sun. That's true. That's why they got Sirius A and Sirius B. They got bigger stars over there. Or was it black holes? But the black holes did come from being a sun. It says on wall says, does it show your live feed of space? Does it? They do. They actually do show your. They show your live speed of Earth. But you know they be hiding the UFOs, so they can't show you space. My theory is they be hiding the UFOs out there, so they don't show you too much. You will actually probably see like UFOs and stuff out there. I love India, man. It says TY said on wall. Explain me then. Hold on, let me go back to your comment. It says explain me then. What is the Tigor in the sky? The Tigor in the sky. What are those that we are seeing? What is the moon? What is the sun? What are the planets? I can see with my telescope in my backyard. It says if you don't believe in space, you gotta leave. You live in a rock, yo. It says you pay zillions for the Hubble telescope. I didn't pay anything, but you know all the money in the world is connected, right? We all pay for the Hubble telescope, man. Do taxes and all types of stuff. Like the material didn't come from the United States. I'll tell you that. It says on well reminds me of that one pope who locked up Galileo for saying that the Earth went around the sun. Yo, I know you're talking about. I know you're talking about. Is I paid some grants on my telescope. I pay some grants on the telescope and I can see planets from my backyard. You live in a rock or on a rock. You guys gotta learn some proper grammar. No, it's just me, bro. It just I have to read the computer from way over here, bro. Cause let me show you how close I gotta get to the computer. I gotta get like this close. Now I'm like out of the screen. See, that's where my computer at. So I gotta read like from way over here. Then as I'm reading, the comments are going up. It says aliens, Earth, and moons are astronomers are investigating the TRAPPIST system, which contains 7 Earth-sized planets to determine if any could support life. How do you know that stuff actual? It says, hey, I don't know English that much. That's cool. It says your eyes are eagle eyes. Oh, thanks for the subscribe, Rick. I really appreciate it. Make sure you hit the like button. It's not just you, Ada. It's the chat about you must live in a you must. I know. It says it's not just you, Ada. It's the chat about you must live in a rock. It says on walls, my bad. This is my second language. Sometimes I make spelling errors. I hope it's acceptable, bro. But it's not acceptable. It's you not believing in space. Yeah. Can't even write a coherent sentence and think. Hey, on walls, where you from? Because we all trying to talk. Like we all trying here. We trying to be spiritual on walls. It says, but these ways of meditate are so conflicting by human psychology, because people always lose their mind when money talks. Do you agree that meditators and hermits always pure or poor by finance? No, it's just where you live, bro. Because you got people who meditate makes a lot of money, bro. It's just where you live, bro. It's just sometimes they say making money is all about luck, man. It's just all about luck. My name is Dixon. What's up, Dixon? Yo, you're as funny, yo. Come on, Pink Man. Seriously, look at the Hubble telescope, man. Find me something convincing. Come on, bro. The Hubble telescope is a real thing, bro. I'm sorry that you don't believe in it, bro. It says post link on walls is from a rock. On walls is just hating. You gotta excuse my grammar, man. You gotta understand, I missed out like on years of education, bro. I used to suffer from migraines. That's why I meditate so much. I used to suffer from real bad migraines all the way to high school. So it's kind of hard for me to read. I was actually like in special ed. So sometimes the reading could be on me. Like I know how to read English, but when the words are getting too complicated, it's hard for me to read. It's because that I used to suffer from real bad. I was suffering from like 9 out of 10 migraines. Like I couldn't even like learn in school, and my mom wasn't really taking care of me like that. All I needed was a Tylenol or like a little bit of medicine. She wasn't giving me like no medicine, no anything, so I can focus in school. So my reading is a little off because I missed out on a lot of schooling, but I didn't miss out no days of meditation. I can tell you that. It says on walls, you blind or something, yo. Who doesn't believe in space? My brother. My name is Mo Lester. Yo. And it says I don't need a Hubble telescope. I can see with I know with your eyes, right? Through my telescope in my backyard. And I can tell you space is real. It says loads of people don't believe in space. Have you resorted to baseless ridicule rather than engage and provide any evidence? Actual chicken. It says, do you suggest I'm blind and I'm typing here? Actual chicken. Come on walls. Like, what's going on with you, my brother? Space is a real thing. Like, you probably need a drone. You probably need a drone to go up and go check space, bro. You need to go drone space, bro. UAV space. It says the sun corona problem. It says a major solar mystery is why the sun outer atmosphere, the corona, is millions of degrees hotter than the surface despite being farther from the core. I know that's crazy right there. It says planet 9, there is ongoing research in a potential 9th planet lurking at the edge of the solar system, which could explain the unusual orbits of the distant icy objects. Solar system secrets. On walls, if you don't think space is real, tell us your revolutionary theory about what it is. Actual chicken speaking real facts. I know he's speaking real facts. Real facts. That's my boy right there, my W fan, man. That's my boy right there. Let me go check on the rain. I don't think it's raining. Let me read. It says, okay. It says about what is that? What is what, bro? That's not even real. About what is that? Silly, yo. On walls, you gotta be trolling, bro. You gotta be trolling. It says the 7-hour explosion in the July 2025, the Fermi Gamma Ray Space Telescope detected a gamma ray burst, GRB 25072b, that lasted over 7 hours, nearly the double the duration of any periods recorded. Oh wow. It says space is real, but not real at the same time. It says what you see as space is now the past of space. I know what you mean, because basically you're saying the way that the light works, how the light is like, it shone like 1,000,000 years ago. So when you go out there, 9 out of 10 the planets and stuff won't be in that spot because it's so far away due to the way that light works. Because we're seeing the light from like 1,000,000 years ago or something like that. Is that what you're talking about, Zan? Space theory. It's astrophysics says space station range from. Let me see. On walls. Don't be stupid. You know what I'm talking about, you goofy. Gamma ray space telescopes. You do know what that is, don't you? You do know what that is, don't you? It says you watch movies sometimes, but I don't watch movies like that anymore. I like to stay conscious. It says space theories range from established cosmic. I got an itch. Cosmology like the Big Bang and then inflation to speculate concepts like the multiverse, holograms, and simulations. So I know about it because I literally studied it. Shut up, on walls. You're ignorant as hell, yo. It says, bro, you said you are Christian and Hindu about I'm trolling. Bro, you are trolling, bro. You gotta understand, I was brainwashed, bro, and I missed out on so much of my life. Like, you gotta understand, bro. I had to cure myself from migraines, bro. I missed out on so much. Like, even though my reading's not there, because I couldn't read in elementary. I couldn't read a little bit in middle school. I used to suffer from 10 out of 10 migraines. So I had to cure myself. I had to cure myself from the migraines. So I had to get spiritual. And I cured my migraines by myself. I had to cure myself because modern medicine said they can't cure migraines. I cured the migraines by myself. And then when I cured my migraine, that's when I locked in. So in 9th grade, that's when I locked in and I tried to start reading. I tried to start doing math. I tried to start doing everything. I missed out on so much of academic learning because I was sick. I missed out on so much of my childhood due to migraines. I was literally suffering from a medical problem. So that Judaism thing, that's why I messed up on that, because I missed out on so much of my life. So it's not that I'm pronouncing it wrong. It's actually because I'm fucking stupid, because I was sick when I was younger. I'm actually like a sick boy. I was actually sick. I was suffering from migraines. It's not an excuse. I'm not trying to make up an excuse for like pronouncing these stuff wrong. It's just that I missed out on so much of my life because I was sick. And I had to cure myself. I had to get spiritual. I had to fight for my existence. So in 9th grade, I started to fight. And then after like 12th grade, I was so fascinated about the brain because I cured myself. I started to practice Hinduism. Then when I started to practice Hinduism, I just got right in. Yeah, that is why I can't pronounce many words. I actually missed out on so much of school. So when I'm trying my best to read. Cause I really didn't start reading until high school. But it's crazy. I love to talk. But the thing is, the only thing I know is like a lot about is about meditation. Yes. So that's my problem. That's why I'm pronouncing this stuff wrong. Cause the thing is that when other cultures like rewrite stuff, it's kind of hard to read. Like I could read like English, don't get me wrong, but when the words are getting complicated, I have to like practice. I'm still practicing to this day. So I wasn't like in special ed because I was sick. It's just that it's not that I was sick. It's just that my mom wasn't taking care of me when I was younger. Like all she had to do was give me medicine. So I had to like understand the sinus, how not to get the mucus trapped in the sinus. Because the reason why I was getting migraines because I used to have colds a lot, and I'll get the mucus to get trapped in the into the sinus. And I learned how to stop doing that. It says, and you are bringing theories as solid belief systems. Actual chicken is what you're doing there. It says, what's up, Flaming Flamingo? Oh man, I'm sorry for you saying that. Yeah, it's cool. I'm healing from it, But I just want to tell you that's not my problem. But I could read though. Like I know how to read and do math. I'm really good at math and stuff. But it's like I'm bad at it because I missed out on so much of my life. So all that pronunciation, I don't know why I'm stuttering. Like pronouncing like words and vowels and stuff. I missed out on that in school because I was sick. I'm from the United States. It says, Ada, if you have some chemistry questions, ask me, bro. I will gladly reply, brother. So the thing about chemistry, right? Because me, when I was younger, I wanted to be a chemist, but my brain started to give me headaches. So is it fun doing that type of stuff? Like, is it dangerous? Is it fun? Like, what is it about? It's the actual chicken. Leave him, bro. He's just stupid. He's not spiritual. I think he trolling. He got to be trolling, bro. It says, sorry to hear that, Ada, man. Yeah, it's just that I actually come from a rough background, bro. My mom never cared about me at all. I had to take care of myself. Like I had to do my own. I became my own herbalist. I had to heal myself. I had to rebuild my mind. So after high school, since I missed so much of school, that's what led me to become spiritual. So then I became spiritual. That's why I went to Hinduism, because God never helped me with my headaches. I had to heal myself. So I went to Hinduism because Hinduism was about perfecting the body. I wanted to perfect my body because I was tired of the migraines. So that's why I went from Christianity to Hinduism, because I was fighting a sickness. It says, just ignore the hater. It says Buddha was born as a Hindu. His father was a king, Siddhodana, and his mother's name Maya Devi. Buddha. His name was Siddhartha Gautama Buddha. It's dangerous, brother. It's really fun doing that, because once you know how the universe is built on a smaller scale, you get to exploit the rules by making molecules, by making the molecules that you want. I know that's the thing about it. Like you start creating. So I got a question: do chemistry have everything to do with the periodic table, right? Or is the periodic table just about metals? So you guys are resorting to must be trolling when somebody conflicts your belief. No, you're not conflicted. You're actually making it like challenging. I'm here for the debate. I love debates. So somebody belief isn't backing down, just shows you on spiritual level and enlightenment. Really, it's just that people take their spirituality serious on walls. And then, what's crazy? Space have nothing to do with spirituality, bro. You say you don't believe in space. You say you don't believe in space, though. You see, because space, I believe in space, bro. Like, I don't know about a flat earth. Like, maybe the earth is flat. I have no clue. But I believe in space. I believe that there's other, like, planets out there. It's crazy how you don't believe in space. I know we all believe in space. Like the spiritual stuff is fine. Like me not pronouncing names right, that's 100% fine. But you don't believe in space, bro. That's wild. It says on walls, the elements, a table of elements, not materials. Talking about the periodic table, it says it's everything about the periodic table. The periodic table is not only metals. There are non-metals and semen naturals. For example, I am an organic chemist, so we study carbon, hydrogen. Oh my gosh, hydrogen. I can't get it. I'll be stuttering. Hydrogen, oxygen molecules. So carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen molecules. If you believe the Earth is flat, you have a flat brain. I believe the Earth is round. The thing is, but I just don't know, bro. I just don't know. I don't know if the Earth is flat or round. I believe it's round. I disconnected for a while. Oh, OBS reconnected. So it says, what they mean about outer space is not just space itself, it's dimension of space and time. You can talk about something that happened so long ago without considering what might be happening there. Tyson. I know he said oxygen, but I know what he meant. I know what he meant. He said, it says, is it the present? No, I think it's the past. So basically, because I know what you're talking about. I just studied that too. So basically, they're trying to say the stuff from outer space is shone like 1,000,000 years ago, and we're looking at the light rays from 1,000,000 years ago. So if we go there, there's a chance that those planets might not even be there because it was destroyed already due to solar system lifespans. Because it was there like 1,000,000 years ago. So I know what you're talking about. I don't know if it's present. I have no clue. We need the astrophysics in here. It says the Earth is not flat or a perfect sphere. It's a shape that's called a georoid, which is slightly flattened at some poles. That's what I was thinking. That is not 100% round. It's like some weirdly shaped ball thing. It says on wall is right, so boom. You have a point there. I believe in the dimensions transcending our perception of space and time, alternate realms, but not outer space as an infinite expanding. So that's what you believe. Physical outer space as we led to believe. It's something. Hold on, let me go check on the rain again. Oscillating cycle universe, a theory which the universe undergoes endless cycles of expansion, big bang, and contractions, big crunch. What's up, Lizard King? You back, Lizard King? What's up, man? Yo. Let me go back. It says you're bringing theoretical physics without any scientific backing. Actual chicken. This is a theoretical nonsense based on presupposition. Damn, you sound nice. So I got a question. Are you like a logical person on walls? Cause you talking from straight logic, bro. It says, I'm at work, but I subscribe. We'll be watching more of your stuff. Thank you so much, Lizard King. I really appreciate it. It says, Christian been listening to you much. Neil deGrasse Tyson. Christian, I've been listening to you. I actually saw Krishna before. That's the number one reason why I kept meditating. It says, for example, if I take carbon C and oxygen and hydrogen, I can create, for example, of CH3COO astric acid, or with same atoms but with different ratios. I can make oils such as antibiotics and everything. That's what's up. So you over here playing with the foundations of life, creating your own molecules. That sounds so cool. It says you want to post shit you don't understand and not back it and call critique. It says, nah, I don't do drugs. He appeared to me like in 5 seconds when I saw Krishna. So basically, they said somebody called Maha Avatar Babaji he's like the best reincarnation of Krishna. He's somebody who lives in the Himalayan mountains. He's backed by somebody called you ever saw the book, the first autobiography of a yogi, Paramahansa Yogananda? He's also my guru too. So when I saw Maha Avatar Babaji, he basically was telling me something about the spirit, how you can feel on the inside. Cause he appeared, I was meditating and I called his name by accident. Then he appeared like right here in the darkness, and he touched my face and he touched my hand. And he told me that you can feel spirits on the inside. He's the reason why I kept meditating. It says on wall, what's your backing for backing? I literally have a degree in chemistry. Shut up, yo. It says, what is your use on wall? Said, what is your use in posting theoretical here, actual chicken? What are you doing? I'm doing none of your business. You gotta understand, chicken came a long way. Like, I didn't think he would make it this far. I like the stuff chicken posting, man. He's a cool guy from the Philippines, man. He's actually really smart. That's my W boy right there, man. My. It says I'm a theologian. I tell you why history matters. Of course, history matters, but it says, yeah, okay. So don't tell us nothing about scientific stuff you don't know, yo. My bad, Ada, if we're arguing in the chat. Let's vibe it out, though. I know, I don't mind, bro. It's just a debate. I love debates, man. It says, on wall, it says, as I suppose academic, you're really assuming I don't know science because my master is in history. TY, you are really doing that as an intellectual. On walls, off. It says, and all the views from my telescope are the past events, not the present time. What scary is if I microwave able to measure the past just by changing the light colors, then it's not long before someone can. I know, like, it's crazy. I learned about space too, that everything you see is basically the past. It's not even the present. That some of the stuff is probably not even there anymore. Stand on that, bro. Show us your character types, TY. It says, I know you don't know about science, not because your degree, but because you don't believe in space, yo. Yo. Me, I know, just vibing. I know that. I know. These chats be getting funny, yo. These chats really be getting funny. Now, I like this stuff. I like to read what people think, man. You know, becoming conscious, bro, is a real difficult thing. Like, understanding what be going on in other people's minds, man. I like having diverse people on here. I'm just vibing with it, though. It says on walls, look it up. I'm not your teacher, bro. Read a book. I'm not wasting my time with you. I ain't getting paid here. It says, yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay, man. You call me Ada, right? I'm chilling. I'm watching y'all talk, man. This is a good moment, man. It says Onwall never went outside, so he doesn't believe in space. It says, as for one definition, chat shit for half an hour easily before it asks for one thing, and now you saying Ada? You saying Siba? You're not saying my name. You're saying Siba. Who is Siba? It says now you want money to be here, haha. Money? Who was talking about money? Okay, only love. What's up, someone? What's up, someone? I remember you, man. What's up, Joe? It says seeing a common trait here, aren't we? When it comes to evidencing or some defining one's belief, we're not talking about belief, my brother. We're talking about space. You believe space don't exist. So what do you believe? You believe when we look into space as the past, or it just doesn't exist? It says seeing a comment. Oh, it says someone I remember. Yeah, I remember him too. Track past moment from here. Actually, to electrical wave changing. I move my phone on a human consciousness. Yeah. Tyson was talking about money. Oh. It says, oh, you still talking, Tyson? I thought you was done. I'm sorry, I can't. Every time I play songs, I get banned. I'm so sorry. Every time I play songs, I get banned. I can't play no more songs. I get banned every time I play it. YouTube don't like it. I remember I was playing song not too long ago, and they hated it. You said you ain't getting paid. Oh, he said he didn't get paid for this. He said he wasn't LOL. He wasn't LOL. He just said he wasn't getting paid. I know. So I ain't done. I was just telling you I ain't getting paid. That's your teacher asking for me for definition. Fear of morons. That's crazy. Y'all got degrees and calling yourself and calling other people morons. I know today we got a drama show. It says, Ada, do you believe that meditate are the way to unite with to unite with the natural? Tell us about your experience, dude. So basically, meditation helps you find yourself. So basically, when you meditate, right? Because I got videos on my channel about it. So when you meditate, right, you understand everything that's going on in your mind. So the only thing that meditation actually do, it shows you, it tells you what's going on in your mind. Because when you sit down and you think about what you're stressing about, you have to fix it. Because the whole point about enlightenment, you have to clear up your purities. So when you clear up your purity, that's when your Kundalini rise. So when you meditate, you see everything that's going on. Like you see what's cluttering the mind, and you have to like do shadow work and do child work to deal with it. So when I started to meditate, it actually changed my life. Because what I was saying on this chat, I was trying to heal myself. So I started off as a Christian, but I was suffering with too much medical problems, which was migraines. I had to do herbalist stuff to heal myself. Then when I healed myself, I wanted to fix my spirit after that because I missed out on so much. So since I missed out on so much education, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to get spiritual now. Because, hey, it's like I can't let things hold me back, right? So I had to get back to the spiritual. And then when I started getting to the spiritual, I was astral projecting. I was just a doer. So meditation like really like changed my life. It says he's just insecure about his degree, Ada. Yo, I know, chicken just chilling there. Yeah, it's like it's about purity. So when you purify the mind, your Kundalini will awaken. Because when you get your mind pure, your divine Shakti, your twin flame will come back into your life. And that's the stage I'm at right now. I've been talking to my twin flame with telepathy for about 2 years. My first years, I was dealing with telekinetic. I was dealing with electricity shooting out of my fingers. I was dealing with connecting to like making it rain. I was dealing with astral projecting. Like I had like all these powers in the beginning, like in the first 10 years. But now I don't have those powers anymore. It turns out my twin flame was actually activating me. He thinks about having a degree makes you smart. It says, Tyson, who asked you about credentials? Was it me or you? Did I mention it before? Yo, it says my grandma who just completed 3rd elementary class, not even middle school, know about space. No space is real. Yo, it says, yeah, I think it's an automatic pass to intellect. That's why I was the one to bring up Tyson, isn't it? It says, definitely wasn't you that asked me, was it? I know, I'm just listening too. But Zan, it says Zan, or let me go back. I'm gonna call you Zan, alright? Zamratino. So it's like, I'm gonna go back to your question. So back to your goal. What's up, Phantom Ray? What's up? So back to your question. I do think meditation unites us to nature. You just have to get pure, because nature only wants you when you're pure. You have to be pure minded. So basically, you have to get your 3rd eye chakra and turn it pure, and you got to make your mind flow like water. And when your mind starts flowing like water, then you will start getting to the Kundalini awakening. I got it all on my channel. It says, sorry, did you mean you can see your past clearly? So you were experiencing a journey to the past childhood. So yeah, you can see your past. Like, if you meditate right now, when you start meditating, you start seeing everything that's wrong in your life, and you have to do shadow work to cleanse it. You'll see everything that's wrong with your life. You'll see that what you're tired of, like all types of stuff. It's just that meditation will help you connect to nature. Your divine Shakti help you connect to nature. Meditation help you connect to yourself. Meditation help you heal yourself. Heal your past traumas, heal your past karmas, and it helps your mind flow like water, because now you it's like now you go into yourself and you start working on yourself. Yeah, like just how Bruce Lee said, be like water too. Yeah. Because you're gonna start seeing your childhood memories when you start meditating. You start seeing all your karma, your past karmas, your good karma. To me, this is the best way to meditate. Do good things and think about good things when you meditate. It makes it easier. Because if you have like past karma, like bad karma and bad thoughts, your meditation won't last long, and then your divine Shakti won't level you up. You have to make your mind flow like water. It says, and it don't traumatize you. The bad ones. Now the bad ones traumatize you. Like if you have like bad thoughts, it will traumatize you. Like if you hurt people and stuff, you won't get anywhere. Because all the gurus and all the gods are basically of Hindu. They will say the only way to actually achieve enlightenment is to have good karma. So if you have things that traumatizing you, like bad karma, you have to work on it. It might still activate, don't get me wrong, but you just have to work on it though. For me, I didn't like. I started to meditate when I was like 19, because I was on a journey of trying to heal myself. So as I was healing myself, I just started to I instantly got into meditation. And I've been like within a week, I instantly got into meditation, and I had a Kundalini awaken within a week. I'm gonna go back and read your question. It says, then you got triggered, and since you don't know science, I'm assuming I was talking about every humanistic degree that doesn't know about. So you are insecure about your degree. Yo, it says Bruce Lee said let it be like water. Tyson, after this, I don't want to argue with you on here. I just want to chat with Ada. Yo, it says, and if you don't traumatize you, the bad ones. It says I got triggered since I don't know science when I assume what you asked a simple question and answer it. That the question was regarding credentials. You're acting like I think are fundamental on walls. You are the only one to mention credentials at all. It says MMJ say bunch of people are trying to flex their degrees. Haha. I know PhD is both their instant bios. Legalized dreamfish, Colorado, fish toad, cold toad, yopo, Vasilia iboga. Oh, you that guy. I remember you, Freedom, and said all the sativa medicines. Yeah. What's up, chicken? It says my degree is always watching out of case. It says I never mentioned my degree unless asked actually. MMA J, that's my whole point here. It says I guarantee you are waiting for people to ask, haha. What's up, Jazz? Jazz what? What's up, Bobbin? It says trying again before my comment gets lost. What's up? I see you, Bobbin. What's up, man? It says, Ada, how long have I been here? And I mentioned shit about education. I'm not gonna get into y'all debate. I'm not gonna get into y'all debate. Y'all have no real debate, yo. It's hard to get in there. Y'all got degrees and stuff, man. I can't get into that. I'm just a meditator, bro. It says It says you believe. It says you know I believe in you, Ada. Are secret military methods and experiments to see through your past, but they never speak about it. The enlightenment, they don't. They keep it to themselves. You have to find out for yourself. And I'm glad that we all here. I'm glad we all got degrees. We got meditative knowledge. We're trying to figure this stuff out right now. It's just that people just going through moments right now. Renato, what's up, Renato? It says, brother, I gotta go. Hope you have a great day. Let me know if the next live stream about the pyramid theory. Or I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna let you know. Nice talking. I can get it out. Nice talking to you, Tyson. On walls. Been here for hours, mate. And I said a word until Tyson was like, I'm a chemist. What's your degree? Valentine, what's up? Yeah, Zenretino. Zenretino. How to pronounce your name, bro? You know what? We're gonna end this live for today. This is an amazing live. Nice talking to you. Nice having y'all be here, man. I really appreciate it. I gotta run and give me something to eat. I'm gonna stream like in an hour again. It says on walls, you were talking to actual chicken asking what's his back in, and I talked about me having a back in my chemistry degree since I studied. You were the one instigating, then blame the victim. Yo. Or have a great day, Ada. Nice talking to y'all. Nice talking to y'all, man. We had a great day today, man. Yeah, peace. Make sure y'all like and subscribe and join us again, man. And next time we could be friends. Fun. It says Make sure y'all like and subscribe and join. All right, nice talking to y'all, man. Y'all have a great day. I'll call you Fazino. For you.